I need that sports encyclopedia. Where you at, Steve Kim? Got Trent in the cut.
What are you? He's the best.
Yeah.
He's a master motivator.
I'm a master motivator. I ain't no regular ass motivator. I'm a fucking master.
Coaches tried to make practice so hard that the game was less intrusive. Like they coached you that way. Like people think, well, they were just yelling. No, they were trying to put you under stress and put you in under duress so that when you got in the game, you could mentally handle adversity.
If you go through JUCO and you make it out of JUCO, you can make it anywhere.
I respect the hell out of you to see that you're doing what you're doing and still doing what you're doing for real, the way you do it, man. From day one, you had the same enthusiasm. You keep the same enthusiasm, and it's fucking contagious.
In my opinion, I think Shedeur Sanders is the best deep ball in college football. I don't think
Can you just say something nice about Shedeur Sanders?
I love talking ball. It's nice to connect with guys that are like-minded and just are real and genuine.
And I'll proudly stand up next to you all. God bless America.
You said belt to ass, T-Rich. You got the belt around you.
What up, man? We are in the building. We're a man down today. So like they say, hand down, man down. We're down. Our main man Bailey's sick right now. Dealing with a little bit of food poisoning. So we'll get through the show today. Smitty and I will get through it best we can. So without further ado, let's bring our main man in on this Merciless Monday. As we get a little bit closer to the college football and the NFL football season, our main man, the Far East Sider, Naptown legend, Indiana Pacers, jocking, Caitlin Clark, glad she's back in. Our main man, AR5, defending, Lamar Jackson loving, and LeBron hairline having. Our main man, Big Smitty, joins the show.
What's going on, y'all? We back.
I'm running
Caitlin Clark back. I'm back. You back.
I'm running the show today.
I love that. I like because when you run the show, it takes me back to like the days when we was in the trenches. The grind. Like, I like
so
that
we
more.
might fuck up everything today.
Yeah, like I like the show better that way when we fuck up.
Yeah, we ain't done it in a while.
Because I don't know what's gonna happen today. Like anything can happen right now.
Anything can happen. The shit might turn left.
It might go right.
Like I might see a video and I might try to figure out how to download it and add it into the system.
And you might end the stream.
I could end the stream. Yeah.
Anything can happen, y'all. So
yeah, I don't know how to do anything. But I put together a rundown, got everything cracking. We'll see. This is what's cracking on the thumbnail, Smitty.
Ohtani's pitching today, man. That's some big news. I saw that that news broke last night, like late last night, that he was gonna pitch, and it's been a while since he's done it. So Dorian fans like myself, we're excited that the two-way player, one of the greatest we've ever seen, is about to be back on the mound doing his thing. And I know you can't wait, JB, man. I know you're excited about this one. We're going to dive into that here in a second. But it wouldn't be us without people like Nicholas Diaz, Daniel Capps, Boston Richie, Matthew Byer, T. Mixum, Go Blue, who's a Michigan fan, and then, of course, Ron. So it's going to be a loaded show today, man. I'm super excited. We got special guests coming on as early as 6:30. Talking NBA playoffs and NBA finals.
Pacers Insider, your guy.
Pacers got cheated. I'm going to talk to him about that. The referees was cheating late in the game, going crazy. You saw that push off. SGA pushed my man off, traveled, made the shot, and right in front of the ref, and I ain't saying nothing. Right in front of your boy, Scott Foster.
Hey, Smitty, macro. I've been telling you for how long now?
Years.
I've been telling you for some years that this shit's been happening, Smitty. Like, you know why? Because we are soft. We saw Smitty. You know what? The reason is we allowed this for so long. Now look what happened. Now travel isn't called no more because why? Everyone thinks it's normal shit. It's normal business. Like that's just a normal business. That's just it's no big deal. It's not a big deal. Nah, see, it is a big deal. And look how bad that looked for the optics. Like everybody now is calling what? They're calling for now the refs to be looked at and woo doo woo doo woo. And it's funny, Smitty. Hold on a second.
Say it.
Let me see it. Oh yeah. I gotta start the show off with this before we even get into the lead-in.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it.
Because Smitty, do you know that all of a sudden after that foul, or the non-call?
Yeah.
Do you know that we had our fucking videos snatched up by multiple people online?
Everywhere on Twitter, bro.
Millions of views too. Millions of views.
Everywhere.
This video right here.
I think that when I was there,
hold on. Why is it not adding?
We can hear the voice. You can't see the video.
Yeah, where the video at?
Y'all, Bailey not here today, y'all. So listen, shit gonna happen like this.
2 games to none or 3 games to none in a series. They put the referees in a locker room and they show us 15 or 20 plays that they wanted us to concentrate.
It literally says Bet US on the fucking thing.
And those plays always was down in the.
It literally has our shit, our logo. Look at our. You can see my backdrop to the left.
They crop me and you out to make it seem like it's not us.
Homie, these cats. Multiple people use this shit. And then I had the audacity. Some bitch made cat hit me up on Twitter last night and was like, I know you're going to cry about it today on your show. And I said, I didn't even know you're one of the bitch made cats that stole it. And he goes, I actually accidentally did it. Usually I give you guys credit. I said, how you accidentally steal? You sound like an LA rioter, motherfucker. How you accidentally steal? And so they cut our shit, Smitty. And by the way, there were some big Twitter people that did it.
Like big chunks.
And then I get home from the yacht. You see how fucking burnt I got.
Yeah, you look super burnt. I wasn't gonna say
white people shit.
I wasn't gonna say nothing. You look hella burnt.
Yeah, this white people shit. Thanks to Ruben, who fell asleep smoking weed on the back of the boat and then just fell asleep and then didn't tell me that I was exposed to harmful sun rays.
Yeah,
but anyway, Ruben had a bigger issue, ice and shit. So we're like, I'm sitting there, Smitty, like, hold up. Then on Instagram, I start seeing the same video, homie, last night while I lay in bed. Yeah, homie, they've been selling our shit, homie.
I think what happened was one person stole it, but once he posted it, everybody else would quote, retweet, and quote.
Yeah.
And then now they're all crediting the person who stole it.
Yes, so and now he's the one with millions. Yes.
They think he made it. So
like, they made it. They made it after the traveling non-call and the push-off.
Right. But at the end of the day, real ones know, bro. Like,
everybody out there, just so you know, the referee guy, whatever his name is, the main ref guy, whatever I called him.
Foster,
no. There's a referee channel that stole that channel.
He was the guy that stole it. Got you. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, you're a bitch. I can't believe that.
I got this custom Stanley Cup. I got Big Smitty on there.
I don't like the Big Smitty's horrible though. It should be like sexy, big, oval. It's bad branding. But here's the thing: I gotta say, I got a guy. If you want it, you know what I'm saying. If you want the raised, that motherfucker raised, that looks sexy. Look at that shit. Motherfucker just say Big Smitty, just straight across.
I'm not selling the cups. I just got a cup and they put my name on it. It was for free.
Big Smitty. Like
I went to an event.
That's like regular. That's the most like what you know how you create shit. That's the regular font. What's that font?
Yeah, like modern or whatever. Like, but listen, I chose the font though. There were multiple fonts. I chose a regular font. I wanted regular font. My wife, she chose like a cursive font. Her shit look real good. Say C Smith on it, but it's like cursive. I wanted the regular. I'm a man. I don't want all that little sexy shit. I'm a grown man. I want it bold. I want it normal. I want it.
Smitty, we gotta dive right into the lead-in. Let me get into the lead-in with you, and we'll do it. I'm gonna do my political show tonight, so make sure you guys chime into that as we got a lot going on out there in the world. But the Florida Panthers try to wrap up Stanley Cup tomorrow. We'll have a breakdown. Smitty's on the ice. He'll break that down tomorrow as they got a big win after that crazy comeback. And then Florida goes to Edmonton and dominates them 5-2. take a 3-2 lead, Smitty, and it's a huge game 5 between the Pacers and the Thunder tonight. 2 critical games, possibly deciding games in both the Stanley Cup and the NBA Finals. Smitty, in a crazy, unprecedented trade move, the Boston Red Sox traded Rafael Devers, one of the best players in baseball, in a shocking trade to the Giants after hitting a home run, sweeping the Yankees. And I'm watching the game from the yacht last night. I'm like, okay, hold on. Why is it saying Devers is traded? I see him hit a home run. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? He gets traded after hitting a home run and sweeping the Yankees. Apparently, he did not like his time there. Again, player empowerment. As they sweep the Yankees, as Aaron Judge goes 1 for 12. And now my Doyers, have to deal with Devers as he is traded to the hated ones in the San Francisco Giants up north. Smitty, a SoCal native, right here from San Dimas, California. JJ Spahn wins his first major as he wins a weather-infested U.S. Open by shooting -1 under, Smitty, as the field were eaten up and spitting out by the Oakmont golf course, which is considered the hardest golf course on planet Earth. We had top 10 players in the world shoot 12 over, Smitty. That's how hard this course is. The Memphis Grizzlies send Desmond Bain to the Magic in a blockbuster trade for KCP and Cole Anthony, as now rumors are spreading about on shows like Get Up and others this morning that Ja Morant is possibly on the trading block. What do you think about that, Smitty? We'll discuss. Smitty's girl, Angel Reese, gets a triple-double, second youngest player in WNBA history, as she leads the tabloids. Once again, heads the tabloids, but the WNBA herself, Caitlin Clark, returned, and so did the Views by dropping 34 and hitting 35-foot bombs over Baghdad, no pun intended. Ohtani returns to the mound tonight, Smitty, as the Dodgers take on the JV team from the South, the San Diego Padres, as the Dodgers continue to have arm issues, and every one of their starters have been injured to date, and they continue to cling to a 2-game lead in the NL West. What an unbelievable story, as every single one of their starting pitchers have been hurt. But what do I know, Smitty? Let's dive right into the quote of the day real quick. Get that done before our guest joins us.
Quote of the day, man, brought to you by our partners up right here in the middle, man. Make sure you go there right now. Not right now, but today, right after the show. Check them out, man. #1 sponsor in all America. But, JB, what we got?
Right there on the bottom, I got it up and crack. I did the whole show, Smitty. I already got this cracking. Smitty, letting yesterday affect today is counterproductive. Oh, my bad. That was contrary to belief.
Time out, homie. Time out. I said, JB, what we got? He said, I got it right here at the bottom. Big Smitty, I did the whole show, Smitty. I did the whole show. I got it perfect. It's right here at the bottom.
Contrary to belief.
And then he said the wrong thing.
Contrary to belief, homie.
This is the most ghetto show
We're going to start with that. We're going to start with contrary to belief today.
You gonna flip it? Okay, cool.
We got no producer, homie.
Say it again, homie. Say it again, then.
I got both of them up, though. That's kind of fire.
It's kind of hard.
Yeah. BPS,
though.
We fucked up, so we'll make it hard.
Yeah, it was fire.
Contrary to belief is letting yesterday affect today is kind of productive. Quote of the day, Smitty, is be crazy enough to believe you can change anything in life.
No, I love that one. That's top 20.
Yeah, because you know why? Because you're like super like optimistic guy. I can beat anything guy and all that shit. So I got
faith. I got faith in the holy power. That's why I
got a tattoo on me.
Yeah, but I live it. And my faith is so strong in what God can do and what he has done in my life and others' life that I believe. I'm crazy enough to believe I can do anything. That's why I grind so hard, Jason.
God don't want little boys' dicks cut off on me.
We got a special guest here already here early in the build. I think he's just listening in right now, though. We'll bring him here in here a little shortly. He came in a little early, but we cannot wait to bring our guy in and talk NBA playoffs, talk NBA finals, and talk my Indiana Pacers as well, man. So make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, and become a member today, JB.
No doubt. Make sure you follow Eddie White. He's over on X and social media. But I can't thank him enough for popping on here, Smitty, either. We're going to break into this game 5. I
got a lot of questions, too.
Critical game tonight. As Indiana Pacers, Eddie White, veteran of over 30 years in sports comm, is the host of Pacers Overtime and the Pacers postgame show. joins the show early in the morning on the West Coast. Appreciate him popping in here, Smitty. Let's bring our main man in, Eddie White. Eddie, how you doing, brother? Can you hear us?
We can't hear you. Can you hear us?
You might be muted on your end.
Nah, it doesn't say he's muted on this end. Huh. Maybe try refreshing and hopping back in. I know that's helped sometimes with previous guests. We can't hear you for some reason, Eddie.
You can hear us, Eddie? You can hear us?
Hear us.
Yeah, you can hear us. Let me see. See if you can refresh it and
try to
exit
refresh
out and
it
come back.
Quick, Eddie, and then we'll probably right back in.
See if he could. Let's see if he can.
I know. In the past, we've had guests where this exact thing has happened. They do a quick refresh, so like their computer or whatever, do a quick refresh, and then it'll work. So
maybe he could try it without the headphones. I don't know. Let's ask him. Eddie, maybe you could try it without the headphones if you could hear us. Nah, still muted.
Press refresh on your desktop.
Can you hit refresh or maybe X out and then come back in? Maybe.
Yeah.
Smitty, hopefully he'll try to fix that. Bailey's out for all you guys out there that don't know. Bailey is sick right now. So you can hear him. You guys can hear him. Eddie, you could hear the guest? I couldn't hear him. Smitty, you could hear him?
No, we can't hear him. Don't listen to Eddie.
Eddie's a fucking idiot.
But man, I mean, while we're waiting for him to hop in though, man, the Pacers had that game locked in. I mean, the whole game they were in control. They're at home, and then it was just flipped right there at the end, last 5 minutes of the game. Really, just the fourth quarter, they got outplayed, and it's ironic because this is the first fourth quarter I can remember in the playoffs where the Pacers just kind of got dominated. I would say. I do believe the refs helped in some ways, but the Pacers shouldn't even put themselves in that position either. You know what I'm saying? So now the momentum is definitely shifted back on OKC side. They're tied up 2-2. They got home court back in their favor, back at home tonight. So tonight is a huge, this is a huge game. Huge game because I think that
I'm gonna be honest. See, Vince, I don't believe you. Vince, come on, OG. I think the
combination of both. I don't say they choked though, because
they choked.
No,
there ain't nothing else you can say. Homie.
Think about who the Pacers have been the entire playoffs.
They dominated the whole game.
What about them makes you think they would just get scared out of nowhere? Like,
hold on, you dominating the whole game. You dominating the whole game. I text you saying this is it's crazy. The Pacers about to be up 3-1. Like the game was over.
And hold on. What did I text you back immediately?
Don't jinx me, homie.
Because every time, JB, you got bad energy, bro. Every time you bet on a team, they lose. Every time. I'm
rooting for the Pacers now, homie. I bet on them.
Leave them. Stop betting on them. Or stop talking about it. Just leave it alone.
I bet on them, homie. Listen, all I got to do is they won game 3, homie. That now they got to win the whole thing. They were going to go up 3-1 in your Pacers.
Why'd you say something, though?
Let's see if we got Eddie. Let's see if we get Eddie back in.
It works.
Let's ask Eddie. Eddie, can you hear me? Can't hear him. Let's see. I can't control the mic. Fuck. Let me ask Bailey. I don't know why we can't hear you. You don't have a mute. You don't see a mute button there, do you?
No, he's not muted. We can look down. He's not muted. I think when he clicks in, sometimes you have to make sure that your audio is coming out the correct mic or correct source, whether it's coming out or going out the laptop or headphones or whatever you're utilizing. That's the only thing I can think of. Man, I hate that, man.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it. Our producer's down today, Eddie. We apologize. Our producers are sick, and we are the most technical, incapable humans on planet Earth. Us two. Shit. I don't know what to do because I can't do it from here.
Yeah, I know. I think Bailey would usually call them and just kind of walk.
Eddie, I'm gonna see if Bailey is gonna try to see if he can figure it out, and he'll get you on the horn here in a second if he can figure it out. Hopefully. So we'll give you 1 sec. We'll give us 1 minute. I appreciate you waiting. Smitty, let's see if Bailey can get him on.
Let's
see if he can get Eddie in. I don't know.
Probably a simple fix. You know how when we click on StreamYard, like before we get in here, it's like a settings option where it shows your audio, and you got to make sure your audio is going through the proper channels to where it comes out this way. It's probably something that simple, but if we don't see it, then it's hard to really know what he's doing. So hopefully we get him in because I know he's gonna have a different insight. But I don't know. Listen, it's fair. You know, I know it's funny to say they choked because of the whole Reggie Miller thing. The Pacers aren't a team that like chokes. I just think they just had a bad fourth quarter, but I don't think it's because when you say you choke, to me, it's like the moment is too big for you, and you're getting I don't see that from this Pacers team. Like all bias aside,
but what is it called then? If you blew a big ass lead.
You just got out. I mean, you got outplayed in that quarter.
Hey, but you got outplayed.
It wasn't let's slow down. It wasn't some big ass lead.
2-1.
These guys weren't up 30 points in the fourth and then lost the game. It wouldn't have.
But they had double-digit lead the whole game.
Yeah, but I mean, being about 10 points all game isn't a blowout. They had control the whole game, correct? But they were never just kicking their ass though. That was never.
You act like 10 points is one shot away. Like these cats choked. Told me they gave up 10
points in today's NBA is not a lot of points. Jay.
No, you're up 10. You're up 10. I would be comfortable. I would love to go up 10 to go up 3-1 in a series. See, that's why I say it's choked. It's macro, not micro on my end. My end says you're up 10 to go up 3-1, Smitty, and you and I know that at the end of the day, pressure burst pipes, and they became deer in headlights. Knowing you, Smitty, let's be real. You don't think they had it in the back of their heads that, man, we're about to go up 3-1. This thing's about to, you know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna start settling in on youngsters' minds. I don't care how old you are, how paid you are, if you're young, you're old. 3-1 in an NBA series when you're the odds-on underdog and you're about to go up 3-1. You don't choke at home, blah, 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 blah. And they fucking choked, homie. And listen.
Go ahead.
Here's the last thing I'll say. They are 5-0 after a loss this year. They are 5-0 after a loss this playoff season. So, Smitty's Pacers have hope because they are 5-0. Now, they're traveling to the OKC, but they are 5-0 after a loss this playoffs.
And we've already beat them there, so it is what it is. Let me ask you this. How do you define choking?
Choking is a multifaceted, leveled, multi-layered situation. Let's try Eddie one more time, see if we can get him in. Eddie, you got us?
Hello, you
got you loud and clear.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. What the heck? Hey, we could have done better with the tin cans and the little string. My God, how are you guys?
We're doing amazing. Thank you for your patience.
I'm old school. Eddie. Thanks for the patience. I would have loved to do the old school clubhouse thing. Eddie, let me ask you something. I say the Pacers choked. They were up the whole game. To go up 3-1 in the series, I thought it started to loom on their minds a lot, and I saw that they clearly gave up a double-digit lead the whole game. I thought they dominated the game on all facets. Their defense has become the OKC Thunder defense, in my opinion, from what everyone was saying, the OKC Thunder's generational defense, blah, blah, blah. Well, the Pacers look damn good to me on that side of the ball as well. What did the Pacers do? What happened the other night to go up 3-1?
Well, two things that stick out to me. One is what the Pacers have been doing, everybody in the league through the whole postseason was done to us. We're the ones making the comebacks. We're the ones doing things that you didn't think were possible. We did it in all the series, including this one. And all of a sudden, something that we didn't think was possible was done to us. So maybe it's the law of averages. But I think where the game was lost was in the third quarter. Pacers go up 10, and I believe the scenario was where Toppin gets fouled, and if he goes to the free throw line, he makes 2 free throws, we go up 12. Well, he misses both free throws. They come down. I think they miss. We come down, take a quick 3, miss it. So you start adding these up. There's 2, there's 3, there's a basket. You should have been up 17. You're only up 10. And then they cut it to single digits going in the fourth quarter. And we know in the NBA, single digits is, 20-point lead in third quarter is nothing in the NBA. It's nothing. College, a little different. In the NBA, 30-point lead, you got the W. 20-point lead, you got to still play. So I thought the Pacers did not extend that lead in the third quarter. That opened the door, and you're playing the best team in basketball. It doesn't surprise me that they were going to do something like that. But now, hey, you know what? It's not over. I mean, a lot of Pacer people are telling me, oh, it's over. I'm like, wait a minute. Is it really the second team to 2 wins the championship? Because I thought it was first to 4. When's the second to 2 thing? So where the hell did this come from? Listen, it's the best of 3. Yeah, they got 2 games out there, but we have shocked, I think, even ourselves, Pacer fans, with what this team has done in the postseason this year. So would it shock any of us if they went out there and won tonight? No, it wouldn't shock me.
It wouldn't shock me either. No, I got to ask you this. A lot of the conversation around Game 4 was that the Pacers got cheated. You know, the refs made some bad calls late in the game. You know, Scott Foster's name always gets brought up in these situations. What's your opinion on that piece of it? Do you feel like some of those calls went against us and kind of went OKC's favor?
I think you can watch any sport. You can watch football and say, hey, that call went against us. This one went for us. Yeah. Listen, we if you looked at our last 10 possessions of regulation, we scored 1 point. I think we had 4 or 5, 6 guys miss shots. One guy missed 2 free throws. Another guy, the same guy, missed 1 of 2 free throws. These are all in the last 10 possessions of the game. The officials didn't do that. You know, there's a great coach who won 4 Super Bowls with the Pittsburgh Steelers named Chuck Noll, and used to famously tell his guys, let's play so well today, the officials won't matter. Well, I think if you're an honest Pacer fan, you can say, did you play so well, the officials didn't matter? No, you didn't. You played bad in the 4th quarter. You opened the door for a bad call here or there to maybe affect the game, but I don't think the officials affected the game. You know what that drives me nuts, though, is before the game, the narrative from the national folks was, hey, OKC, you know they're 5-0 after they lose the game in the playoffs, and they haven't lost back-to-back games since early April. Okay, sounds good, right? Well, guess what? The Pacers haven't lost a game after back-to-back games since early March.
That's about it.
Before freaking April. Last time I looked at the damn calendar, and the Pacers haven't lost back-to-back in the playoffs, and they're also 5-0 after they lost. But they kind of forgot. I always go, wait a minute. You know, there's 2 teams playing in this freaking championship, not just one. My God.
The Pacers been getting disrespected all playoffs long. They win, and people still count them out. They were underdogs both games at home.
But they don't have a superstar. They don't have a superstar like James Harden. They don't have a superstar. You need James Harden. Now, you're not going to make the freaking championship. You're not going to win one with James Harden, but you got a superstar. I mean, give me a break. I thought, as the great Herman Edwards said, you play to win the game. That's freaking play. You play to win the games and then win a freaking championship. You don't play to lead the league in scoring. You don't play to lead the league in freaking touchdown passes. You play these freaking games. These owners are paying millions to win games, to win freaking championships. How simple is that? I don't know. Maybe
I love you, Eddie. I love you, Eddie. Go ahead, JB.
Love that. I love that energy. I got to ask you, Eddie, real quick. This is why I said they choked, though, because they are up. They were dominant, and then all of a sudden you can't make a free throw. You can't figure out your own way. You can't make a shot. You're struggling on offense, and you let them back in the game. I thought the game was wrapped. You're at home. You can't miss free throw, Smitty. That's called choking. That's the definition. Like, that's my opinion. I think the deers and headlights came out. That's all I'm saying.
The only thing is, I look at it this way. I'm old. I mean, I worked for Coach Shula. I worked for Coach Holtz. You know, if you're going to do this against New York and you lose the 4th quarter lead at home, hey, the fans in Oklahoma City can do this. I get that. I'm a big boy. I can handle that crap. But the thing is did Bill Buckner choke when a ball went between his legs? He was a hell of a ball player. Let me ask you something. I don't know if you're Yankee fans or not, but I still remember it like yesterday. Mariano Rivera, the greatest closer of all time, is on the mound, 3 outs away from going to the freaking World Series. They're up 3-0 over Boston. We would have bet everything that the Yankees are going to win the series. Maybe there's a fluke and they blow that 1-run lead. Well, of course they did, and they went on to lose 4 games in a row. These guys are competitors. They're professionals. And that the bottom line is they're human beings. They make mistakes. Things happen, guys. How about the golf tournament yesterday? I mean, 5-6 guys could have won it, and guys were falling by it. You think they wanted to hit it in the rough? You think they wanted to miss the putt? No, it's competition. As Chris Berman says, that's why they play the games, Tommy. I mean, that's why we have the competition.
That's where I'm at. Like, because I look at choking like something mentally happened to where this moment was too big for you, and you just got so nervous and scared in a moment that you just could not execute. To me, if you watch what the Pacers have done all playoff long, there is zero evidence that would tell you that mentally they're not strong enough to be prepared in that moment. I'm leaning more towards what you just broke down, Eddie. And sometimes the ball just doesn't go in. It's not in your favor. It's competition. Sometimes the other team just gets hot. It's not about you choking in the moment being too big. It's competition. These guys are NBA players as well. And to me, that's what I think is going on. Before I transition to the fever, because I see the poll you got on right now, I want to go ahead and ask you right now, who do you got winning tonight? Are you choosing with the hometown team? I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana, so I am biased, but I got the Pacers winning tonight and then closing it out back in Indy in Game 6. That's where I'm at now. I've changed my mindset. What do you got?
I think the Pacers win tonight, and I think in a weird way, either team winning, I just think it's a great series. But I think it has been a great series. Been storylines. I love the narrative that how each team has been built. I mean, this is something we're not used to. I mean, we're used to seeing the 1 superstar, 2 superstar, 3 superstar. And I think this gives hope to all the teams in the league that say, hey, if they could do it, we can do it, and maybe we can do it that way. So I think it's good if either team wins. I'd like the series to go 7, but right now I'll take a 6-game win tonight and then win it here Thursday night. Our owner's 90 years old. He's the longest tenured owner in the NBA. He's really a good guy. There's some owners who are knuckleheads. Ours is not. So I'd like us to win it really for him.
Hey, let me ask you something real quick. Assholes pucker when it gets to be when we come down to the wire. I don't remember a Jordan, a Kobe, or a big-time guy down the stretch missing free throws at home to clinch a game or to at least keep us in the mix. I don't. But listen, to Eddie's point, it is a team game at the end of the day in basketball. All 5 guys got to participate. I get all that. But assholes do pucker, Smitty, and I don't know if Indiana – and OKC hasn't been there either. But one team had the lead. That's the only reason I'm saying that. I don't believe this is a choke artist team because look what they've done already. Beating the Knicks, beating Cleveland. They've already exceeded, in my opinion, the expectations of what anyone else thought they would do. So overall, I don't think they're a choke team. I just think that game, particularly when you're up at home, maybe became a little bit brighter lights than they expected. I don't know, but it's going to be critical. I don't know. Just answering your question to Eddie, the momentum has to be in OKC's favor now, and it's going to be tough in that white shirt environment tonight in OKC. If they win tonight, if the Pacers win tonight, I don't see anything stopping them now. But I think this is a game. This is a series that's going to go 7 now, in my opinion. Whether they win tonight or not, I think it goes 7. But that's my thing. But Eddie, I got to ask you. You got that Fever shirt on?
Yes.
I told Smitty on this show the WNBA viewership is going to crumble when Caitlin got hurt, and it did. And Smitty owes me money. But why are the tabloids continuing to say Angel Reese when this lady came back and scored 34 and was hitting bombs from 35 feet out? She just keeps getting overshadowed by a person. Angel Reese, who does nothing but rebounds her own misses. Like, it's a bad look for me. But Caitlin Clark is the WNBA, and they all need to pay her ass some sort of salary to tell her that. Smitty, Caitlin Clark's the WNBA.
Hey, hold on real quick, though. They were showing Caitlin Clark everywhere. So I don't say she got overshadowed. Everywhere I scrolled, it was. We've never seen this stat line before. Look at this 3-point tie.
Angel Reese, second youngest triple
That
double.
was later on in the day after we had already saw the Caitlin Clark. I'm sorry, Eddie. Go ahead. We'll argue all day.
No, I'll just hang on and listen. I'll listen to you guys go back and forth.
And by the way, when Caitlin Clark got drafted, Eddie, just so you understand where we're coming from, JB was the guy that said she will be a bust. He said Caitlin Clark will be a bust. Don't roll your eyes. We got it on tape.
Eddie, I said she is not Lisa Leslie, Cheryl Miller. That's what I said specifically, Eddie. So don't let him skew you. But go ahead, Eddie. Let's get your take.
Hey, Is an old guy. You guys are too young. There's a guy that my hero, Frank Sinatra, used to say, "Call me a son of a bitch, but spell my name right." And you know what? Publicity, bad publicity is good publicity. First of all, I'm so old. When I was up at Notre Dame, I saw Cheryl Miller play in person. To this day, the best player I've ever seen is Cheryl Miller. Now, Caitlin Clark has a chance to maybe surpass it, but Cheryl Miller was the best women's basketball player I had ever seen with these old eyes. I think the league is obviously growing like crazy the last 2 years. And listen, there's plenty of room for a lot of superstars in the WNBA. We need a lot of James Hardens. I think it's great. I think the more debate, the more I think it's fantastic. 5 years ago, you guys would not be talking about the WNBA. Right. No, you would not. And I think the more people talking about it, the more arguments, Angel versus Caitlin, Caitlin versus Angel. Meanwhile, the lady out in Las Vegas is the best player in the league.
Angel Wilson.
And then you got a super team in New York that's really freaking
Breanna Stewart.
Exactly. I mean, there's a lot of great players in the league. And the more people just talk about the W, the better it is. I mean, I can't wait for those playoffs because the problem with the W is there's a small number of teams. They're going to add some more. You know, there's great players. Believe it, it's the hardest professional league to make in North America anywhere. It's because of the number of teams and the number of spots. There are great players who are not playing right now in the W because there just aren't enough spots. And so it's very competitive. And I can't wait for the playoffs, and I love it. And again, I like the fact that we have a team that's really good with some young players. We got some veteran free agents that came in this year. So I hope that Caitlin Clark can stay healthy as everybody else, and maybe we can challenge for a championship.
If she stays healthy, I think we got a chance. When you think about Kelsey Mitchell over there, you think about Leah Boston, the way she's mature, Sophie Cunningham, I'm just naming out Lexi Hall, we're just thinking about some of the names on top of the head who are big contributors for the team. We see when Caitlin Clark is healthy, how dangerous that team is. I mean, Caitlin Clark returns her first game back. They play against New York, who was undefeated going into that game, the reigning champions, and we give them their first loss. So we see how dangerous this Fever team can be. I just hope that they can stay healthy.
Yeah, I could care less, but hey, good luck to that league. And Eddie, I love that we're older heads. I'm almost 50. This kid right here is 31, Eddie. I can't praise you enough, Eddie, to watch WNBA. Man. I can't praise you enough. Jesus Christ, I love it. Eddie, let me ask you something.
He's a hater. He's a hater, Eddie. Sorry,
Eddie. Outside of Indiana, would you trade Ja Morant if you are the Memphis Grizzlies? Because they got rid of Desmond Bane last night in a blockbuster trade, and now rumors are everywhere that you can dump that $126 million remaining 3-year deal for Ja Morant. Would you ever do that?
It's a great question. You know, that stupid phrase, your greatest ability is availability. I mean, that's really important. When you're paying the money you are, and it cuts in obviously there's a cap and all that stuff. You got to make sure that people are available to play. I mean, what good are you if you can't play? And I think that's one of the factors you got to look at. And then, listen, you guys know there's stuff that goes on. There's backstories. There's things that go on in the locker room, in an organization that we never know. Even the insiders, the Shefsties of the world, those guys, they don't know. I mean, there's a reason Devers was traded yesterday. We think we know. Was it because he wouldn't change the position? But we don't know. And was that the best deal? We don't know. There's reasons that things happen. So only Memphis knows the real story and whether they should keep him or get rid of him. But I mean, if you get rid of him and you see what some of these guys are going for in the pick, how many picks is he going to get? And if you're an organization, here's the deal. You guys know this. Half the general managers in the league are not trying to win. They're trying to keep their jobs. Yep. Okay? They're trying to keep their jobs and get an extension. So they may have a horseshit team, and they trade for him, and they tell their owner, hey, and their fan base, hey, look we got Morant. We got Morant, one of the most exciting players. He's a superstar. Bada bing, bada boom. Ticket sales go up. And the owner's happy because he's like, look, they got my new pride and joy here, but the team doesn't win. You don't know that. Some general managers just want to keep their jobs. A couple actually want to win games and win championships. And that's something that a lot of people don't talk about in the league.
No, I agree. It's going to be interesting. Where do you think KD ends up?
I don't know. I don't care. I'm worried about beating Oklahoma City tonight. Do I give a shit where he goes? I don't care less. All I'm worried about is the Pacers beat Oklahoma City tonight. The Fever win at home tomorrow night, your favorite team, and we just keep rolling and rolling, and we can maybe put not one but 2 championships in the same year in the greatest city in the world, the city of Indianapolis, the great state of Indiana, the state that gave you Hoosiers, gave you Rudy, gave you Newt Rockney, gave you Bobby Knight, gave you Rockney, and Bobby Knight, Rudy, and Hoosiers, Caitlin, Peyton Manning, Reggie Miller, Joe Montana. Oh, baby doll.
Eddie, you can come on this show whenever you want to. I don't care if it's a Saturday. We'll start a show up that day. This is my favorite guest. This is my favorite guest ever.
Hey, Eddie, what's the Knicks going to do?
We don't care about the Knicks.
They're going to get red clots. Red clots. Google it. He coached the Washington Generals for 80 years against the Globetrotters. I think he's dead, so he might not be available.
Eddie, are you born and raised in Indianapolis?
Hell no. I'm from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, the Poconos, God's country.
Okay. All right. I had to make sure.
I'm from back east, God's country.
So you're a 76ers fan.
Well, yeah, interesting enough, I was a Sixers fan. George McGinnis is my favorite player growing up. Yep.
Back in the day.
The truth comes out. So are you a Yinzer or
No, that's Western PA. When I was with the Dolphins, Marino, they have a different accent, Western PA. Marino would say like, sup, S-U-P, sup. I'm like, what? Meaning what's up. Western PA talks a certain way. Philly talks like Jersey. And up in northeastern Pennsylvania, we kind of have a hard thing. We kind of talk like maybe North Jersey. Pennsylvania's a big-ass state.
Nah, no doubt.
Huge state. Man.
Yeah, no doubt. Eddie, we got to have you on again, man. I love the energy, man.
After the Pacers win the finals, you're coming back on this show, and we're going to talk Pacers for 3 hours.
And then we got to talk WNBA for 10 hours with your partner over there.
I can't wait. He's going to love it. He's going to learn to love it.
God bless you guys. God bless you.
God bless you, Eddie. Appreciate you.
Be good. Bye-bye.
Eddie White, man. Unbelievable. Great energy right there. Naptown.
Naptown, baby. 317 Far East Side out the gate. We going crazy.
He used to cover the I was reading his bio from Craig. He used to cover the Dolphins with Dan Marino and all those the Clayton
that's what he said.
The Duper and the Clayton days, yeah. So he's been around doing football. That's why he knew he was spitting out football shit like
easy.
He knew football and all that stuff.
I like when we have like real old school like journalists type on there, but journalists with personalities, they're the best because they have all the knowledge right here in the top of their brain. And then they have the energy to match it to where they can talk about it in an exciting and fun way. That was a great guest. One of my favorite, if not the favorite. 317, we in the building, baby. Stand up.
No doubt. I was like, what do we do? Bailey's down, but we know the show goes on. You know what I mean? The show continues to go on. That's what we do here. I gotta do something for Smitty though, because Smitty, as a young producer myself, I got like this. I got an inside video that no one has.
What? Nobody got it.
Nobody else has it.
Not even me.
Not even you. The truth has been dropped.
I've seen this, man. You kill my nerves, man. I hate JB, man.
Take a listen to what's really going on in the WNBA.
It wasn't for me, all these WNBA players would be working at Chili's, talking about it's half price sanitizers for today only. I had to come back and save this terrible league before their games were moved to Tubi TV. They were 2 weeks away from playing these games in someone's driveway. Before I got to the league, the players had to sleep in a U-Haul. Now they're in Motel 6s, so you're welcome. Angel Reese said she models her game after Michael Jordan, but she plays more like a drunk. Thanasis Antetokounmpo. Angel Reese said people watch the WNBA because of her too. That's why you could get into a game for like a can of SpaghettiOs while I was gone. Nobody watches to see her shoot 22% and miss 17 layups. If it wasn't for me, Angel would be playing at a Lifetime Fitness and getting worked by a 5th grade boy. It's crazy that I scored more points today than Angel has in her entire career.
It's something about like when she said layups, like the tone, like it made it. That was funny.
The AI shit is. I didn't see one live, by the way. The AI shit is getting to be dangerous. It's gonna end up fucking the whole world off. But that's just what I'm saying. So it is.
I agree. I saw something. I think I sent to you yesterday where they said AI is getting so smart to where they're learning to disobey the humans.
Oh yeah. See, that's the shit we don't want.
I sent to you on IG. Like they're learning how to like reprogram themselves against what you told it to do.
Yeah. Fact or cap?
Happy Monday. If you see the dog hair on my clothes.
Fuck.
Try it again.
Fact or cap?
Happy Monday. If you see the dog hair on my clothes, no you don't, because my lint roller's in my car. I didn't get that far yet. This is the outfit of the day. Let's have a good week. Bye.
Can you rewind it? I'm sorry. One more time. I couldn't hear what she said.
Happy Monday. If you see the dog hair on my clothes, no you don't, because my lint roller's in my car. I didn't get that far yet. This is the outfit of the day. Let's have a good week. Bye.
The part that stands out the most is when she said, "My lint roller's in the car." Something about that particular part of the video.
She's dog hair. Now you can't. So you can't see her dog hair on her.
I didn't see no dog hair on her.
What sticks out in that video?
What sticks out in that video?
Huh?
No, I would just. You said what
sticks out in the video?
What sticks out? What sticks out? I would say what sticks out. That's a good question. I mean, she was talking about. I think the part when she brings up, you can't see because she had a lint roller. Like that particular part of the video, I don't know what it is. That particular part when she said the lint roller part,
that stuck out to you.
That part of the video does. Yes,
that stuck out to you.
That particular part of the video. What sticks out to you in the video?
The ass. That's why white girls are taking over. More brothers love the white girls now, and I got to compete against brothers for the white girls. Back in the day, I used to steal the sisters from the brother. They used to compete against me. Now it's flip. The whole world's upside down. That's why I keep telling you. The white girls took the sisters' ass.
That's why the white man pissed, because now the brother, we still getting the sisters. Now we taking yours, man. We've been getting the Mexicans. Now we got
brother mad too, though. That's what the brother mad too, because we taking the white girl. If we got the sister too, that's what they don't like.
We got this shit monopolized now. We got like a monopoly.
I had a few diverse situations on the yacht the other day.
I kind of saw a few diverse situations.
You saw what?
You say you had a few diverse situations. Can you explain that? That was a quick. Play it again. That was a quick.
I'm not doing this. I don't know what's going on.
I'm not doing this either. I don't know if this is barely back sick.
That my homeboy had the Juneteenth situation on the water, so we pulled up.
What's all the diversity going on the yacht?
My homeboys right there, a bunch of red rags.
They don't know you. These are young ones.
They're not young at all. That was my type of crowd because it was actually OGs. There was no youngsters in that.
None of them know you though.
Well, I'm the only boat over there. You, homie. I'm the only boat over there. Come on, I wouldn't. You think I just pulling up random?
You was just walking. You was just riding around and just so happened to go past that, homie. You didn't pull up to hang.
Why does it keep stopping right here?
I don't know. I'm curious. Are you doing this or is it doing it by itself?
I'm not doing nothing.
Is that baby girl from NYC or
who?
No, who?
You don't know these girls. I don't even know.
Who's all on the yacht? I'm just curious. Like, who's the?
I don't know. I have no idea.
So the person we're looking at right here that you keep stopping the video on, you have no idea who this person is?
No, I was talking about the girl in the black.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, because nobody even noticed her.
No, that's the first thing I noticed.
Oh, you noticed the girl in the black instead of the girl in the pink.
I always see black over everything. Just for clarity, though, these aren't like girlfriends? Are these just like friends?
No, I don't even know them.
Okay, I just want to get some clarity.
Actually, real shit, real talk. These are some girls that I known since junior high.
Damn.
Yeah, so my other homeboy still talks to him and brought him out, and I ain't seen him in 30 years or whatever. Mm-hmm. So Ruben and I actually have known him since we were little kids, but we lost contact, obviously.
Little boy.
Man, I don't know how to say this, or should I say it, or what? I know Ruben's in the chat. A lot has changed.
For the better or for the worse?
Way worse.
Oh.
It was a bad situation. But they will not be back on the yacht. So anyway,
they threw up or something?
I don't do fake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't do fake.
Yeah, I peeped that too.
Yeah. I don't do fake. I don't do varicose veins. I don't do crackheads. I don't do so anyway, shit changed. But we'll get to it.
Well, that's y'all fault for not knowing, like.
No, I was just hosting.
Yeah, y'all need some help when it comes to like that area.
Yeah, well, I just was hosting. I was just actually doing for a homeboy.
Yeah, he needs some
I had
help.
a whole nother situation. But yeah, it's crazy. It is what it is.
Should invite Shohei from Super Bowl. Flag football league. But let's keep this thing roll. What's it 53?
Stalk her site. I think it stalks her page. Huh?
Flag football site in Vegas. Number one flag football.
I think she was hitting me up like, damn, your boy Smitty stalks my Twitter. Anyway, I was like,
number one 707 league.
She was like, Smitty stalks my Instagram. I was like, what?
I don't know the name of the page or the person I'm talking about. I just remember that was one of your friends.
Check my stories, and my most viewed stories is from Smitty. I'm like, what?
I ain't seen that person. Person's page not even in my algorithm. I ain't seen that person's page in a long time. So that person lying to you. But you should put that person on your yacht though. Probably be good, good views for you. For the Panthers, man. For the Panthers, they look to wrap things up, man. Tomorrow versus Edmonton, they had a big time win. Bounced back after that crazy comeback the Oilers had in that overtime victory. Was it last Thursday? Saturday, the Panthers bounced back, win 5-2 pretty easily there. Now they're up 3-2 with the lead with a chance to end things. I think they're going back. They're in Canada, I think, for this next game, right? Yeah, I didn't play on Friday. So we'll see, man. This series is just as good, if not better, you could argue, than the NBA series. It's like they're competing. It's like the Pacers and OKC series does one thing, and then the Panthers and the Oilers go back and they do something better. And they just keep kind of doing one better than the other. So we'll see, man. But this is a hell of a series as well. I'm still gonna stick with the Oilers, but it's not looking good. They have to win 2 in a row, and it's gonna be tough to do against this Panthers team who is loaded.
Smitty, Edmonton they're a team that's like, I don't know, they're like the Pacers to me.
There you go.
No, they're like a destiny. They seem like they're just destiny seems to call their name. I don't know if Edmonton can handle it. I don't know that at all.
The difference is that this Panthers team is already proven. This Panthers team has already won a chip last year. So it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the one. OKC, as good as they are, they're not proven. You know what I'm saying? Like they still have to go do it. And we ain't seen it yet. Until you do it, you ain't did it. So
Before we take this commercial break, I wanted to get your take on this right here.
All right, Barry, close your eyes. Put your wrist out. Don't look. You boys close your eyes too.
Let me see it.
Don't look.
Bender, are you closing your eyes?
Yeah, I'm closing my eyes.
I see you peeking.
Don't look.
That's hard.
It feels shiny.
Is it heavy, Benny?
Feels shiny. Okay, look.
That's hard.
Whoa. Let me see, Benny. Yo.
Benny's iced out.
Yo.
Crazy.
Yo. That's hard, man. Shout out to my coworker, Tom Brady, Fox legend.
Why you say it like that?
Forget because I know my co-host. So I got to remind you a lot of time before you say stuff. So shout out to my coworker Tom Brady, man, for getting his son on Father's Day weekend, because he really just loves being a dad. So for him, doing stuff for his kids makes him happy on Father's Day, contrary to belief. $3 million watch. I know we're looking at it like, oh my God. For him, that's nothing. He's a billionaire. That's nothing. So that's like what you pay me every month. That's just like it's.
Is that boy that he like? The little boy that he kissed on that video?
That's his son, so I don't know about nothing else.
I know. I'm saying, how many sons do you have? Why are you so quiet? I was asking a question. How many kids do you have? Don't he got kids? Don't he have multiple kids?
Tom Brady's a big deal in my job, so I'm keeping.
No, don't he?
I don't know where we going to with this, but Tom Brady, shout out to the GOAT.
Have
Big time watch, $3 million watch.
Have you met him?
Not yet. Nope. When he walk in the building, it's like 30 people with him every time. And our top dogs with him every time.
Oh, I'm sure.
Every time in the hallway.
Yeah, he not.
The times I've seen him has been the top dog at Fox. I'm talking about the top dog. So I'm shout out to my guy Aaron Shanks, Indiana legend.
He not walking in like
Loosey goosey, right.
No offense, but anyway,
this motherfucker's crazy. I mean,
let's
my water.
Let's dive in. We got commercial break. Right after this.
Hey, how do you drink? This is my first time drinking. How do I drink out this?
Come on, homie.
It ain't working.
Homie,
It ain't working. Like, how does this work? It's not like coming, Paul. It's not coming out properly. Like, don't I flip this up, y'all, as like the straw and then drink out of this?
Nah, homie.
How do I drink out of Stanley Cup?
I don't know. I don't use this round cylindrical object. I can't tell you, but it doesn't that close down and slide up?
Let me see.
Close it and slide it.
You can't look. It's like this. You can't slide it nowhere. Like it can't.
It should have a thing where you drink it from the little hole.
Nah, that don't work. Like there's a hole. Let me see. I don't know. I mean, something ain't right. I'm doing something wrong because somebody.
Yeah, it looks bootleg. It looked like a bootleg quality item.
No, listen, if you touch, listen. This is like real deal. Nah, I can see yours is way more hollow. This is like stainless steel. This is like legit.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's BPA freeze, leak proof, lifetime warranty, double wall vacuum insulation, and dishwasher safe.
Where'd you get it at?
I went to an event I got invited to, exclusive event, and they were giving them out for free where you could get your name and stuff on there. It was like a high end. It was a soccer event that I got invited to. Influencers in there, big money earners, and they were just giving out Stanley Cups is one of the things. I get invited to a lot of stuff like that because of who I am.
Yeah. Anyway. Smitty, we're going to be back. We'll take a little quick commercial break. We'll be back in about 5 minutes or so or less. Bailey's not here, so we're running the show. Smitty and I are running the show today, so I appreciate you guys tuning in. It's a slow Monday, but it is what it is. We're back. We're not taking no days off, so
my biggest hater.
Thank you, Cheer. Chris.
My biggest hater.
Let him know, Chris, that's what it is. But we will be back, Smitty, in about 4 minutes or 5 minutes. So 5 or 6 minutes. I don't know.
7 or 8. Just stay around. We'll be back at some point.
We'll be back, though, for a loaded round 2 in the second hour. Peace. Mina Kimes has come out and said yesterday. I don't know if we have a video on this, Bailey, or not. I should have asked you, but Bailey does have the tweet, and it says, do we have the video, Bailey? Can we get the video so everyone knows what she's saying? My bad, Bailey. I put Bailey in the bad spot on that one. We should have had the video because this wasn't a discussion, but I wanted to bring it up.
Bad coaching.
We're going to bring it up with Noel, though, on the big board. So I want to give everybody some context that doesn't know that Mina basically came out. All right. Bailey's gonna find the video, and I basically came out and said that they're making quarterbacks check the ball down because of all the too high safeties that was being played, and it's at an all-time high. We've never seen this much too high. I mean, dog, I can't do it much longer. I'm just gonna be real with you. I can't do it. I tagged Dan Orlovsky because I'm tired of dealing with him. Take a listen to a video.
I think there are a couple things, Laura, that stand out. One, you got a lot of rookie quarterbacks playing, and historically, rookie quarterbacks have always struggled out the gate. I think a couple of those guys that you mentioned have been struggling for a while. Deshaun Watson, Bryce Young, Kirk Cousins, obviously, with the injury. But another thing I think that's pretty significant is the way defenses are playing offenses, which is to say, basically daring them to either run the ball or check it down. In fact, in week 1, defenses played with light boxes against the run at the highest rate since NGS started tracking the data 8 years ago. They played too high shell coverage at the highest rate since NGS by a pretty dramatic margin. And because of that, you'll see here, the average at the target for quarterbacks was the lowest it's been in years. Not just the lowest, though. It's been trending down for a while. Took a sharp turn. I mean, we're talking about a full yard down since 2019. So essentially, defenses are making quarterbacks into a bunch of check down artists.
Based upon, because this is my first time seeing the video, based upon what she said, it sound I know enough about her to know she's very, like, she goes based upon stats and like
what the teleprompter says.
No.
Be honest.
This ain't no teleprompter read.
Yeah, it is.
No, this is not.
She's definitely reading. Look at her.
This ain't a teleprompter read.
She's reading.
This is from her researcher.
No,
let me break it down to you. Every talent has a researcher for themselves.
I know.
They go in, they let you know what the topic's going to be for that day of the show. They ask the talent what's their just overall opinion on said topic, and then the researcher feeds them with enough information to back up whatever they're trying to do. So Mina probably went in and said, I feel like these QBs are they're not throwing the same amount of yards that they've done in the past. Give me as much information you can give me to back up that point. And they gave her actual probably numbers and stats that backed up the fact that last week they played that defense at a higher percentage than they've done in a while. That's how I'm reading it. I don't think she's saying that they've never played cover 2 shell. That's never no. I'm reading that like she's saying, based upon actual literal statistics and numbers, this is what the data is telling me. I just want to start there, but go ahead.
Listen, Smitty works at Fox. He knows how this thing works. He knows the inner workings of this thing.
And you do. I mean, you've been around. So
but that doesn't mean what she said is fact. Bottom line is she's a statistical nightmare. She's living off teleprompters at her boss. And I'm going to say what Smitty just said and call it her boss. What I mean by her boss means whoever's giving her the information to read is all she does. That's all she does. She literally, I don't know. Listen, I might come off and sound crazy here, but I'm going to be honest. Has anyone ever gone to the clinic? Coaches, have you guys gone to the AFCA?
I know who you're talking about.
Have you guys all gone to the AFCA clinic or the Glacier clinic and went out and sought out the fucking Asian female to talk to her about coverage, quarters, and cover 2? Has anyone in this chat, any coaches out there, have you guys sought out? Have you guys gone after the small Asian girl? That can I go find the small Asian girl to break down cover 2 for me? Coach Davis, have you ever done that? I'm asking a question, dog. I'm asking a question. No, I'm just saying. No hate. I'm just throwing a question out there. I haven't seen it. I've never seen it. I've never seen going out and asking the girl at the clinic about quarters coverage. But anyway, listen, having said that, she literally just came on ESPN and on a huge network, and they allowed her to say what she said. And look at my tweet there. God damn. Can someone please shut this up? She is embarrassing to listen to. Mina, you know nothing. You are repeating data from your boss's teleprompter, as Smitty just eloquently said. 2 high safeties have been around far before you, Mina, and far after this stupid ass take. We are back in the building. Shout out, Mina Kimes. Shout out to you. God. I remember that video right there. Did you notice Smitty was still defending Mina Kimes at that time? Oh, what up, Smitty?
What's going on, homie?
We're back in the building, man. It's a Merciless Monday. Seems like it's a Father's Day lag or something. Like it's a slow, methodical Monday.
Methodical.
I think people are getting closer to like football season. They're starting to like as the NBA, season that's been kind of
closing up.
Yeah, Stanley Cup's wrapping up. And now there's going to be that dead period, right? The USFL just finished their championship game. Shout out to the USFL champ. UFL. And now we're going to be wrapped up into summer league, and at least the big three's around. And you and I discussed the big three with Michael Cooper on Friday.
We did.
And talked about Lance Stevenson, Dwight Howard, and Michael Beasley in particular. We talked about all three of those guys.
We did.
And it's funny that the LA's team is the Riot.
Yeah. Shout out to Nick Young.
We got riots going on right now in LA. And you saw
protest.
Lance. It's not a protest when they break and loot.
There's always going to be a few people do that, but majority we saw LA. I saw Central video, tens of thousands peacefully just protesting. So, but continue.
That's false. All
right.
Dwight Howard literally started a riot with Lance Stevenson, and they got into it, Smitty. And what's your take about that little big three skirmish? I think Ice Cube said we need the ratings spiked. I think Ice Cube's orchestrating this because he is a producer. He's a director. He's a great, great innovator. Ice Cube's one of the smartest human beings I know, met, seen. I think Ice Cube's doing this on purpose. Fact or cap?
Cap. Ice Cube is all those things you said. Great producer, great business mind. He's one of those guys I have on my bucket list to just be able to sit down one day and just like interview him just because it's, I've been a fan of his music, his films, his business, like all this stuff. I think he's a great story for just any young man, honestly, regardless of race. But I don't think he manufactured that. I just think, what he did was he's getting talented players who are known for what they do on the court, but also known in terms of personality and hunger. And when you put hungry players who trash talk all on the court together, those type of things are going to happen. The big three, the reason why I love it is because it goes back to that black top type situation, meaning like growing up outside, hooping as a kid on the court, being outside all day with your homies. And it would always be little skirmishes and little fights would break out and trash talk. And you kind of get that street ball mentality with that. And, even from the coaches, I'm seeing GP out there going crazy, yelling at the refs, and it's a very competitive environment on that half court. So I just think if he manufactured anything, it was just him being, I guess conscientious of like what type of players I want to play in this league. I don't think he went out there and said, hey, Lance Stevenson, hey, Dwight, start a fight in the second half for ratings. I don't think Cube is doing that. It seemed like it was a real thing.
I don't think he said it that day. I think it's been met on, and I think they've set this up. That's just my personal opinion. But and then they got together in the locker room, Smitty, after and shit.
That was before.
And then Lance Stevenson and Dwight were the two that actually got into it. Now that Beasley and Lance are on the same team, Michael Cooper talked about that last week on the show. I think he's going to come back on this week. I think Coop wants to be on regularly, talking big three, which would be big. I like that.
It'd be huge.
Yeah, so big three. I like it, man. I like that they play. I've been to many games. I actually love the one-on-one step back, shoot a three. Now this is like where it's, I think, the 3-point shot and shit talking and all that is here. Dwight Howard is similar, is kind of like, I believe he's auditioning to still play. He wants to play in the league still. Like, he's made it noted. He's made it, very quite evident that he wants to play, Smitty, in the league still. He was talking shit to the Lakers. Remember, he was trolling the Lakers. So I think he still wants to play. I don't know if he can. Didn't get to see the game particularly. I don't think Dwight Howard works for the big three. I think he's not that one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? It's an awkward deal. He's a talent.
But defense and rebounding, I don't care if it's 3-on-3, 5-on-5. That's still going to be very impactful.
Yeah. All you can do in a 3-on-3 with him, though, is like pick and lob. And I don't know if how many of those are going to get in 3-on-3 basketball, maybe. But he's not the one-on-one guy. The 3-on-3, I thought big three was more of a off the dribble, 1-on-1, show it, clown, talk shit, 3-on-3. Dwight's just really got a guy playing 5-man basketball with 3. I don't see how it works with him, but we'll see. As Michael Cooper took on the LA Riot.
It was a hell of a game. I mean, they were right there. Like, they went back and forth. So I think it works. I just think, shout out to Michael Cooper and coaching his team to a victory. But no, it was very entertaining. I was sitting back. I watched like the back end of that game, and then I watched, like I said, the following game. I know GP squad, they were down big at half. He's cussing out the ref, cussing out the team. His team stormed back, got to 49. It was like 49-40, and his team just went ice cold. Other team went on like a 10-0 run and beat him. GP just walked off the court, pissed off. GP is funny. You know how he is, so it's just funny. Just
that's how he is. He's funny as hell. Smitty, let's dive into this Boston Red Sox trade as they trade Rafael Devers to the Giants. After the crazy part of it, I don't know if I've ever seen a guy. He's playing. They sweep the hated rivalry, the Yankees. Devers had a great series. Aaron Judge went 1 for 12. He's in a little slump, as all great hitters do. Hardest thing to do in sports is hit a baseball. The Giants acquire him, though, on Sunday. I guess the word is stunning. That's they sent a guy that was considered a franchise cornerstone to San Francisco, who needs an offensive, basically, infusion. Boston receives left-hand starter Kyle Harrison, right-hander Jordan Hicks, outfield prospect James Tibbs III, and rookie league right-hander Josh Bello. I don't know those. I don't know those guys. I know Harrison and Jordan Hicks, Smitty, from the Giants, but hopefully that this Jose Bello and this James Tibbs, who are prospects and rookies, are like big time players, because the Red Sox gave up a cornerstone. I don't know. They cleared up a lot of cap space as well. I don't know what happened there. Don't know the insights. As you and I know, we're not too deep intrigued into baseball, but had to talk about this because this is a huge happenings over the weekend in Major League Baseball. And who's next? Because this is the time where the Major League Baseball starts to make some crazy trades for teams that aren't very good or what have you. Boston, we probably thought we're going to be better. But you got an AL East that's really loaded over there. The Yankees are probably exceeding expectations, as everyone thought they would be down with the injuries and stuff to start the year. They're actually holding on to first in that division. I don't know. Boston made a huge for some reason, Smitty. It had to be player disgruntled unless something was going on that you don't know behind the scenes, because I don't know any team and franchise is going to give away that for that. Yeah, no disrespect to the other players they got, but that's not a Devers equal. That doesn't equal out to one guy in Devers, in my opinion. And just knowing what he's done for that team, he's legit.
I guess how my question for you is, you know more about this than me. Like, how much better does he make the Giants now, though, being with them? Like is he that type of guy where he's going like really like change the team like instantly?
Yeah.
He's that guy. Okay.
He might be what Boston and the Dodgers did with Mookie Betts.
Woo-wee.
Oh, yeah. He's like that. And Boston's known to do this, obviously. We've known they gave up a very young Mookie Betts to the Dodgers. So we've seen this movie before. This isn't – the Red Sox do this and understand they've done it. Them? They've done it and been successful, though. I can't – Hector made a good point in the chat. Addition by subtraction, like I love to say, he thinks Hector knows more baseball than me. He thinks addition by subtraction may be a thing for the Red Sox with the Devers situation. If he's not there, Smitty, and he don't want to be there,
right?
I don't want him either. Like I'd be honest, as great as he is, I don't want him either.
Yeah, if a player don't want to be there, he's not going to be his best. He's not going to be. He's not going to have that drive to go out there and like showcase how great he is, because he's not happy. It's kind of like Jimmy Butler his last few weeks with Miami and the Heat. He can be good, as great as you want him to be, but if he don't want to be there, then what am I doing? And again, we're just guessing right now.
I would ask the chat. Like, I would say he's a top 3 to 5 hitter in baseball. I would agree. I'm sure that you would have him up there with
him, Aaron Judge, Shohei, and two others.
Yeah. Bregman. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying there's a few guys out there that you would have to put in the mix as one of the top. I would probably think he's in the top 5 of hitters in Major League Baseball right now. I'm for sure top 10, I would say, but he could be an argument of the top 5. So you got rid of a guy that's very, very good. I don't know. It does make the Giants better, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
But you may be seeing the Giants have a little acclimation process, right? They're gonna have to get used to them,
right?
Acclimated with them, and sometimes when you get a big time player, we saw with many baseball or basketball franchises over the years, and you get these guys, you struggle to start with. So we'll see. The Giants may struggle with them, or maybe it comes in and fits right in. I don't know, but the NL West is loaded too.
It feels like you have one team that's trying to win now, and one team is worried about their future. That's the way I'm looking at it.
If they did free up $200 million cap space, the Red Sox, that is, I'm curious who they're going to go after trade deadline. Are they going to go after some folks? I would think you have to. I would think you have to if you're Boston. $200 million freed up. You would have to make you become an instant player and somebody out there that's disgruntled on a bad team. The Tigers did it a few years ago. I wouldn't be surprised if they go out and try to get a big time guy before a trade deadline.
Yeah, and that wasn't the only crazy trade that went on in the last 24 or so hours. You know, you mentioned in your intro during from the NBA side, we see Desmond Bane got traded for like 4 first-round picks and 2 players. And listen, I like Desmond Bane. He's a guy who goes out, plays hard every single game. But I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not trying to take a shot at him. I just don't know if he's worth 4 first-round picks and players. Like the Luka one didn't even do that. And now, granted, it was AD who he got traded for. So the player that he got traded for was
but it was a 1-for-1, 1-for-1, Smitty.
You know, I don't know.
There's been a horrible bunch of trades since the Luka trade, and everybody just keep making Dallas look worse and worse and worse. They just keep making them look worse and worse and worse because all you keep hearing is one guy is all you gave up for Luka.
Well, it was 2 guys technically, right? It was our young guy. I can't remember his name. The young guy that would always say looked like Kobe a little bit, like his facial features. And AD both went over there. So it was more to it than just that. But at the end of the day, it wasn't no 4 picks. Now, again, I understand because the pushback is that, well, he's getting traded for Cole Anthony and your boy KCP, who are solid role players, but they're not AD. So, those players alone wouldn't be able to get the job done. I get that. But 4 first-round picks just sound like a lot. But again,
it's unprotected first round, and it's a first round pick swap,
right?
So I don't know, man. Orlando they sent him the 16th pick in the 25 draft, and it's 26th first round pick, which includes swap rights with the Phoenix Suns or Washington Wizards, and it's a 28 and 2030 unprotected first round selection. The pick swap is top 2 protected in 2029. Now, diving into all that. Again, something doesn't sound right there because I don't know if I can project and be Nostradamus here and think about 29 and 30 in a win now league where we're firing head coaches who win championships just 1 year removed. Like, how are we going to fire a coach who just won a title, but we're worried about 29, 30s first round picks? We don't know who's going to be in that damn draft. Shit, it could be a 30-year-old that's playing 5 years now in college, 5 different colleges.
Right.
We don't know what's happening now with NIL and all that shit. So especially when this agreement happens and all this money gets segregated out, there's no way you can tell me 29 and 30 is what I'm looking forward to.
Right. That's a hell of a point. But I will say OKC kind of did something similar, and they're seeing the benefits of that now. They had so many picks. They still got a lot of picks left, but they had so many picks that led to them getting and building this team. So depending on how good your GM is, you can eat off this if you're patient. But the Orlando Magic is a young team that's showing promise, made the playoffs this year, was competitive. You got Paolo Banchero over there, who's really good, young star. They're trying to win now, and the East is wide open. Like, regardless of what happens here in these finals, the Celtics likely are not going to win next year because Tatum's going to be out majority of the year. So it's like you take the Celtics out. There's not one team in the East where you're like, all right, like this is the dominant team where we know they're going to beat her every year. We don't know what Giannis is going to do or where he's going to be at. You can never count on Philly. The Knicks is getting a new head coach, and we don't know who that coach is going to be. It's a lot of good teams, but it's not like one. It's not like the Cleveland Cavaliers when LeBron was there, where you just kind of knew the Cavaliers was going to at least be in the Eastern Conference Finals every single year. So my point in saying that is, I think the Orlando Magic is like, listen, we got a window right now to like maybe shock the world and go on a run. Let's get a veteran guy who can help solidify our team on both sides of the ball, and let's try to just go for it. And I think I'm not saying Desmond Bane is the guy to do that, but I appreciate the Magic at least trying to get better. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. It's hard to do projected first round. Like I like to see. If I'm trading in any league right now, Smitty, I need a player I know I've seen play in this league.
You want to guarantee. You want to know.
I've seen in this league play. Like I want to get to
not that league.
Yeah, give me fucking Wagner or Wagner or whatever his name is. Give me one of them motherfuckers.
Mo Wagner.
Give me one of them motherfuckers. By the way, it's Wagner.
I thought it was Wagner.
It is, but it's fucking Wagner. It's white people shit. It's fucking Wagner to me.
In America, it's Wagner, homie. You white people love to just
it's like you know that silent like
it's like the J in jalapeno.
Yeah, motherfucker, that's Wagner. What the fuck? That ain't Mexican.
Who made up the silent letter, homie?
Mexicans?
I don't think they did. I'm trying to see why is the silent letter even there? Like, why have it if it does nothing to the word?
I don't know. He's from over there. We got a lot going on, Smitty. Like I said,
let's move to the next topic though, real quick though, because it is a big topic that I know you're going to be passionate behind. And again, I didn't see like the full quote. This is something that was trending on Twitter though. Chicago Bears star QB Caleb Williams was allegedly said he was not interested in girls as a kid. Said Caleb was too locked in football. There was a story that said in 7th grade. At night, a girl asked him to call her, and Caleb told her, and I quote, "No, I've got to train." And I guess Caleb's father said that moment brought a tear to his eye. This is something that we saw online, ML football. Again, I didn't see the video. I don't know if it's like in the book or where the story is exactly, but this popped up. And hey, man, sound like the kid's all about football, and he's been that way. JB, I guess what are your initial thoughts just reading just this information in this quote? Are you, as a coach, are you somebody who appreciates a young guy like this being so locked in on football that he doesn't even have time for girls, or what say you?
Have you seen AB's tweet of it?
Yeah, I saw his tweet, but I want to know your opinion though, not AB's.
What did his tweet say?
You got it.
Huh?
You read it. How do you feel about it, though?
About AB's tweet?
No, how do you feel about this? I just read the whole thing for like 5 minutes. How do you feel about this topic?
I don't think that's the big issue. I think people are dismissing the real issue. No?
What's the real issue? Enlighten me.
He's gay? I don't know what's going on here. Why are we missing something? I think they're screaming out to us that, hey, he's gay. Caleb might be gay. The nails, Netflix, and the kitties. Maybe it's all coming true. Guys, I'm his dad. I saw this coming. Maybe Caleb's just gay. Hey, they may. Hey, hip hop hooray. Oh. Oh. Hip hop hooray. Smitty, I I don't know, homie. Sometimes you have to force it out. Sometimes you have to force it out to let everyone know, because sometimes it's not easy for the youngster to come out and say it. So maybe sometimes you have to do it subliminally and subliminal message. And now maybe he's out there saying this is who he is, homie.
Side note, I figured out what the problem was, because my wife, before she went to her workout class, she was showing me it's just a straw. So I didn't need to, like, you know what I mean? Like
overdo it.
That's why I wasn't working. Like, just drinking like a straw. It's working perfectly fine. So
Caleb likes straws. I think that he has come out of the closet, and I think that's what's happening here. 7th grade is a very critical situation. That's the years, like, most boys, like, lose their virginity with a girl. Like, that's what it is. Like, 7th grade dance. You go home, maybe get your first tongue kiss in the bathroom.
You got your V card at 12, 13?
Is that what 7th grade is?
I was 13 in 7th grade.
So, yeah, 13, 14. About right? Sounds about right.
Yeah, man, everybody, I think that
at least suck some titties.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've been doing that.
So, yeah. So, you were sucking titties at 9, 10?
I sucked my first titties. You know what? I think it was 7th grade when I sucked my first titties.
Titties?
Well, the woman has 2 breasts, so
I'm saying you was both.
Yeah, you gotta go. Yeah, like I'm
motorboat.
I'm real big on balance. So like
motorboat.
Even when I work out, if I do chest, gotta do back. If I do quads, gotta do hamstrings. If I do the left titty, gotta do the right titty. Like, it has to be even.
I just hold them together and then both.
Okay, that's fair too. That's fair. In 7th grade, though, I'm just excited. I'm like, it's titties. So I'm just going. I'm right here. I'm right there. I'm just like, damn, it's titties in front of me. Like, that shit was just crazy.
Put both together, homie, and you do both at the same time. They don't know which one you favoring. See, that they don't know.
I like to take my time with the titty though. I like to really get that nipple, the areola, go around in circle, nibble on a little bit, pull a little bit, let it go. I do different things with it.
You spit on the nipple?
I'm trying to see. I don't like. I'm not a big spitter.
And not like a spit, like a.
No, I get what you're saying. Like,
it gotta be like a.
I got a big mouth. Pause. To where
it gotta be like a.
I don't need to do that though. Like, my mouth already got like a lot of like saliva in it, so I don't need to spit it. Like,
that's gay, homie.
When I'm sucking on the nipple, it's already enough moisturization there. You know what I'm saying?
Boys having wet mouths is not a flex.
I mean, I'm not flexing.
Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe girls like
I'm not flexing. I'm just telling you that, like,
maybe girls like wet mouth boys. Maybe girls like wet mouth boys. I don't know, man.
I don't think women want you going.
No cap. It makes sense.
I don't think women want you to go down. I don't know, with a dry mouth.
Yeah, I agree.
Crusty lips and shit like that. Like, I think a woman wants you to go down there with a a good tongue.
But I don't think your tongue got to be wet.
And a woman likes for you to go nice and slow, JB. I know you like the motorboat and do all that. That's something I had to learn when I was younger. Because when I was younger, I thought going fast was what they liked. No, you're letting the movies fuck you up. Women like that shit nice and slow, passionate, deep, and like, don't change the speed once she's starting to moan and get to it. Keep doing what you did that got her there. A lot of times as young men,
why Caleb Williams still on the thing though?
We going nicer because we ain't got a producer. So a lot of times as young men, as we going like nice and slow, and the girl starts to like breathe hard and really moan, and she about to get close to that big O, we think, "Ooh, this is my time to like really fuck John over now." Now she gonna go. No. Keep doing what got you there, because that's what she's liking. When you change the rhythm, it fucks up them, because it's harder for women to reach the big O. I'm educating y'all right now.
What's
do sports, we do positive, we do everything. Orgasm, climax.
Edward said spitting is degrading.
Break that down right now.
Every broad in this place, every broad in here wants to be spit on. So you fucking don't know shit. You still haven't busted a nut yet on your own.
Ladies in the chat right now, if you want to be spit on, drop the water emoji. If you like to be spit on, drop the water emoji right now.
In some sort of fashion. Like spit on the pussy, spit on the titty, spit on the lips, spit on the thing. Something, homie. They're just lying to you. And if they say no, they're lying.
Do you kiss feet, missionary, and ankles?
Do what?
Somebody said, do you like kiss on the feet and the ankles and shit while you got the girl in missionary?
Oh, hold up, homie. What did you say, Smitty? To who to drop a water emoji?
I said the girls. If they like to be spit on. I can't defend this, Keith.
Come on, homie. This motherfucker.
Hold on, there's a lot of dudes in here doing it, homie.
Nah, homie, what?
Hold on, says money man Josh.
Oh, fuck, homie. What do we got? A gay chat, homie?
Mud butt, dude?
This motherfucker, man.
Fuck's mud butt? Is he a member, homie? I don't know what to even say.
See what happened when you turn this motherfuckers in, man? You fucking put Caleb Williams on the fucking thing, homie, and what happens? I mean, you can't make this shit up, man.
What happened, Jason?
First of all, Keith fucking is a tard. We already knew him that was, but damn. He just can't listen. He doesn't hear. He doesn't fucking comprehend. He fucking doesn't. He goes against you. His unk.
Real said literally no women dropped the emoji though. All the dudes did though.
Yeah, that's just crazy to me. That actually.
There we go. We knew. I expected this one though.
What? Where now? Next question. Where?
Yazzie boy. ATL. Oh.
Why you take a drink?
You took a drink, homie. It's called like it's like a mirror technique. It's like you look at if you're getting interviewed, if they lean back, you lean back. They lean forward, you lean forward. It's something you learn early.
Yeah, I'm placing some you know what
on
tonight's game. I'm taking OKC.
I'm thinking about taking the
Pacers. Now let me tell you something. Only game I've been right on is the game that I picked for the Pacers to win the whole thing. So I can still win good coin on overall this whole thing. If the Pacers can win this series, I believe the Pacers are going to win this in 7.
I wish you would just stop saying it though. Like it's something about you though that you got bad.
So I'm a jinx.
Yeah, because you got bad energy, homie. You're very negative.
I've never been a jinx. I've never been
very
a jinx.
negative, and you're mean.
Jinx are losing.
I think karma's a real thing. And because you're so mean and negative, bad things happen to you.
This motherfucker said I'm mean.
You're mean, homie.
That's kind of like one of the softest things you ever said.
I know, but like that's the simplest way to do it. Like there's nothing. You're just mean. You're not a bad person. You're mean though.
Well, I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? It's different. Two things can be true. You could be a good person and be mean. Like you're mean. Like you tell people straight up, "Hey, Jason, how do I look in this dress? You look fat as hell." You'll say that. Just straight up. That's mean.
Smitty, in breaking news, Antonio Brown, who was seen on a scooter in the Middle East, laughing and smiling as a warrant was issued for his arrest, Smitty, basically says now that he blames the media for warrant, accusing him of attempted murder with a firearm. I don't know, Smitty. I don't even know how you flip that to the media, but apparently the media took the security guard's heat, shot it. See, I'm a real cuss. It doesn't matter if you're an idiot. I don't care who you vote for. I don't care. If you do wrong, I call you out. If you do right, I call you out. AB has been doing wrong for a long time since the NFL got rid of him. And he branded his CTE and he branded that. And kudos to him for branding that and becoming this household name on Instagram and Twitter. But Smitty, I have no idea where he's at, if he's on the run. I have no idea what's going on with this cat, but he's been a shitbird for a long, long time. This isn't a new thing.
He said, I like one of the quotes from his tweet or whatever it was how the fuck you go from being victimized into an attempt to murder? You see, they control the media. So that's it. That was the line.
Read it again.
How the fuck you go from being victimized unto a attempt to murder? You see, they control the media.
So did you just tell me something?
What I tell you?
So he does do his social media himself?
He did that.
No way. Because you've said there's no way. He has too many clever things that pop up instantly, videos, memes, graphics.
No, he
No
has
way,
access to his account. Like, for example, like
so he wrote that.
Yeah. Like I run somebody's social media account who's a comedian.
So his team failed him on that.
Well, I don't know if it's a fail. I guess what I'm saying is he probably pays people to do his everyday post, but at the end of the day, it's still his account. So if he wants to put something out,
I got the same situation.
Do it. Yeah,
I do the same. I had the same thing for me forever, but grammatically, reread that again.
Let me pull it back up. It's an NBC article. How TF? I'm gonna say exactly what it say. How TF, which is the fuck, you go from being victimized unto a attempt to murder. You see, they control the media. First of all,
can you break it down? BPS Ebonics.
You never do a and then like attempt. Like it has to be an. If it's another, you know what I'm saying? So that's just brass tacks. You go. I don't like that, and I don't like the capital. He got the Y and U capitalized, but it's the third word in the sentence. It should be lowercase. It's a lot of problems here, Jason.
What's unto? Can you break down unto?
Unto shouldn't. That's getting used just wrong. That shouldn't even be there. He's put unto. Unto the actual the definition. Unto word is the actual full word. Unexpected and inappropriate or inconvenience. Unto word. He's using unto wrong. Unto is archaic term for two. So I don't know. This shit's all fucked up. I'm confused. I'm actually pissed off.
You actually confused everyone more.
I started saying so that had nothing to do with nothing. Let's get the teacher on here, OG Vince. What went wrong?
That shit is crazy to me. I don't know what's going on there, but
I think it's all on a serious note. I think it's all stemming from that, that video we talked about a couple weeks ago when he got in that fight and they were trying to take his chain or do whatever.
Oh, it's definitely from that.
Yeah.
It's definitely from that. And that's, again, you fuck with these streamers and these other motherfuckers. It is what it is. Smitty, let's dive into something that even I don't think you even appreciate. But over the weekend, we've seen some my bad. We've seen some wild shit. Obviously, we know June. There's a lot of things June's supposed to be for, but it's not being used for properly, in my opinion. And I don't understand why, Smitty. But let's see. Where is it? That ain't it. Can't find it. Oh, I got it. I'm fucking legit. I miss doing this actually.
I miss doing this actually.
But take a look, man. I'm gonna take a look real quick at
you about to fire Bailey?
I'm gonna mute it so we don't get hit. But that's what was flying high in a lot of Major League Baseball parks this weekend. Smitty, so I just listen. I don't care if you're gay. I really don't. I don't care if anyone's gay, and I don't care if you're lesbian and transgender. All that made up human shit. What happens with me is the problem that irritates me, Smitty, is if I were to force my heterosexualness on you, you would cancel me. You would have a problem. I don't get why we have to continue to be force-fed this drama and this propaganda to all the kids and people watching in their television sets and all these people. Did you see the groves of people who walked out of the New York Mets Stadium? And then the Dodgers, man, my team. And the Giants and the Padres rocking the rainbow hats. And I shout out to my main man, the pitcher here in LA, man, the Dallas high school native who played there with Alex Stein and Matthew Stafford, man. Clayton Kershaw came out and put what the rainbow actually meant with the biblical verse on his hat. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. But he put out like whatever Genesis, whatever verse it was from.
It's the covenant. It's the covenant that God won't flood the earth again.
So shout out to Kershaw for writing that on his hat. Apparently they're trying to find him. I've heard. It's unbelievable to me, Smitty. I just don't do you. But why is the force feeding using professional football?
Can
baseball,
I answer the
NBA?
question? But not in a defensive way, but just
I just want to know why we're force feeding it to the people, the American people. Why we're force feeding it? You can do you.
Yeah.
I don't really give a shit. I'm not a gay basher. I don't really give a fuck. But I'm always going to defend me. I'm going to defend myself. I'm going to defend what I do. I don't force feed heterosexual on every tweet I fucking put out. I don't put a video out of every day of me with a bit. Like the shit is crazy to me. I don't understand it. But go ahead, tell us what you think.
Yeah. So again, this is not me defending anything. I'm just literally answering the question. To my knowledge, it's what I think. I think it just stems from, back in the days, if you were gay or lesbian or whatever, it was like strongly frowned upon, to the point like you would get talked down about, you would get treated differently, you wouldn't get certain opportunities if people knew that you were, especially if you're gay. Lesbian a little less strong, but if you were a man and you were gay, it was like back in the 80s, you know it more than me. It was like it was really, really, really frowned upon, and people were scared to come out. Fast forward to today, obviously it's like complete opposite, where it's like, you're praised to come out. And I think it's because of what the history of it is. I think it's because of people were treated so bad if they came out, to where now they want to make it to where you feel more than comfortable. If you're gay, if you're whatever letter you are, feel free to come out, and it's safe. I think that's what I think the whole conversation is. They're trying to create a safe space to come out. Again, this is not me agreeing with it. I'm just answering the question why I think it's happening. They're trying to create a safe space for anybody of no matter what you are. On top of the fact, which I always say, it's always a money play too. All these sports organizations are trying to make it all inclusive, to where it don't matter who, what, when, and how. Whatever you are, you can come to our games. You can buy our tickets. You can eat our food at our concession stand. We are behind you. And I think it's twofold. I think it's the money, and I think it's just a standpoint of the history of when you were gay back in the days. It was a complete different energy around who you were. So now they're just trying to make you feel comfortable, to where it's not something that you got to hide now. That's
what's crazy too? When I grew up a Democrat, and when my pops and stuff, Democrats were one of the most anti-gay groups ever. The Democratic Party was just so like, there was two parties in America, and they both kind of more aligned. Now we're so far polar opposites, that it's changed my mind. It's blown my mind. But it used to be like we didn't handle this. We didn't like illegal immigrants. The Democrats didn't. I'm speaking Democrats, and I said we because I was a Democrat growing up. Now all of a sudden, it's totally been changed and forgotten. Like 1999, I believe President Bill Clinton declared gay and lesbian. I just want to give you chronological orders. Gay and lesbian Pride Month. Bill Clinton declared that in 99. Fast forward 8 years, Barack Obama expanded the recognition to LGBT. Okay, that was in 2009. LGBT. Now listen carefully. On June of 21, Joe Biden declared June as LGBTQ. It just keeps going. Like the shit just keeps adding letters. It's the alphabet mafia. It just keeps adding letters, and we keep adding letters. And I just don't understand when they started to do this and why. And to me, what I see is grooming 101. Same with the NFL, same with Major League Baseball. You can't sit here and tell me that that's not straight in our face. Yet you and I will say, it is what it is. They got shut down for so long, blah, blah, blah. Man, that's grooming 101 like a motherfucker to me, homie. I just can't believe it. I cannot believe it. And it even got worse. I'm gonna save most of it for my show later, but dog, it got worse when the Dodgers, they told the national anthem lady who was Hispanic heritage not to sing the Mexican national anthem and disrespect the American national anthem on Flag Day on the Army's 250th or Marines' 250th birthday, and she disregarded that. She sang the national anthem in Spanish.
For clarity, she sung the national anthem in Spanish. Like
that's what I said.
The first time when you were saying up, you kind of said she sung the Mexican.
Yeah.
I was on.
I think I just said it right though. Yeah. I just said it right the second time. All right. Yeah. She sang the national anthem in Spanish. They told her not to. And listen, man, I'm not against the Latinos. I love me some Latinos.
I really do though. Like I know you say it. I really fuck with them heavy. Like my whole life.
That's fine.
They work hard.
I never did.
I like their culture. I like their food.
Yeah,
I feel like
of course.
A lot of similarities.
Yeah, we've been numb to the freedoms that we possess here in America. Mm-hmm. It's when you disrespect the place you live in and you left from. Is what it blows my mind. You are mad at a place you left. You're promoting a place you left in a place you live, and demoralizing that place makes zero sense to me. It's absolutely disrespectful to our country who allowed you in. That's all I'm saying, homie. Let's just keep it funky, and that's just the bottom line. You and I couldn't go there and do the same shit there. Like it is what it is. It's like you and I, Smitty, taking an American flag over there, waving it, burning a Mexican flag in Mexico, and then telling them they're a bunch of fascist fucking regime. Like, come on, homie. We'd be fucking hung up in Times Square. Let's keep it funky. Like, I don't think people realize the hypocrisy of this whole thing. And I don't understand. That's fact, by the way. That's just a simple fact. You and I aren't going to Mexico, burning a Mexican flag, waving an American one, homie. We have become numb to allowing this. So that's all I'm saying.
I just think I hear you on that. I just think you're missing like the bigger point though of like the why of the protest though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but it's like City, the real fact
like
is,
you're taking a few individual things that you don't like, which are cool.
You've seen enough by now.
You're letting that like overshadow the whole big piece of why people are so passionately behind it. It's okay to disagree, but like
who are the whys though? See, you've seen enough by now, homie. You've seen enough. The shit's out there. Like, I got homies that are there. Come on, homie.
Me too. I do too. You're the only person. I do too.
That's what I'm saying.
I had a girl who was literally IG Live like I think last night. So I'm seeing.
Have you seen who's there though? Like, did you
look
at the video?
It's a mixture of a lot of people.
Why are they mask covered? Why are they face covered, homie? Like, why are they not Mexican? Why are they mostly white people?
I've seen Mexican, I've seen white, I've seen black, I've seen it all. I'm just being honest. You can't tell me what I've seen. I'm just saying what I've seen.
But I've seen it all. You're not. I don't know if you're digging deep and looking at this. There's a lot of Mexican Americans, homie, that are here that can go out there and protest and not worry about getting scooped up. The homies I know that if are worried about getting scooped up, they're not protesting, homie. They're at the house. Okay. Like, I don't think you guys realize what a real Mexican in LA is, homie. Like, you motherfuckers are acting like these cats in the chat act like I know. Oh, I see Mexicans. Why does Mexicans?
Okay,
you know how many American Mexicans are here, homie, who voted for Trump, who's still supporting Trump? Yeah, you don't see them out there. You don't see them out there, homie.
Well, yeah, because they're against it because they agree with Trump.
Because they're real Mexicans. They're not white boys paid by fucking these crazy organizations.
Maybe it was like 10,000 people downtown. If you think they all just got paid, bro, you just.
Let me ask you.
You tripping? You tripping?
You mentioned crab. You've mentioned crab.
And I know. And again, hold on real quick. I know actual people, like personally, people that I actually know who were protesting. They're not paid. Like I'm sorry, Jason. I'm telling you, they're not paid.
No offense to you, but it makes sense.
I mean,
it makes sense that you know people that are out there.
There is no offense. I don't even know what that even means. I'm saying all I'm saying is that everybody's not paying. Like you love conspiracy. You think everybody. You think 20 people got paid to go down there? No, they didn't. You got people of every amount. You got black people, white people, and Mexican people who are down there who are against the way that they're moving with ICE. So yes, people are going to support. Like it's not going. Why does it have to be all Mexicans down there protest? I don't understand that.
Let me ask you this.
Why was that?
You mentioned crabs in a bucket on this show quite often, and you understand that term because we use it in football. A lot of coaches use that term. We got taught what crabs in a bucket were as youngsters. I'm not saying they paid 1 million people to go protest. What happens is though, when the first 10,000 get paid and you start to see them, guess what happens? Crabs in a bucket, homie. People start to go down there for shits and giggles. You don't think motherfuckers just going down there now that they see the first Apple store getting looted and robbed? Yeah, come on, Smitty. You
And
and I
then you
from the
keep
hood.
leaning
We
on
was
that.
young, homie.
I've sent you
Smitty,
videos
let's be
of
real.
majority peaceful shit. Yes, with every protest, there's going to be knuckleheads doing stupid shit.
Smitty,
Stop
shit
letting that
adds on,
overshadow
homie.
the bigger piece of what
Smitty,
it was.
shit adds on, homie. Guess what? When I was in the Rodney King riots, guess what we was doing, homie? We was hitting licks when the lick started. We didn't start the lick. We didn't start hitting the lick, but the lick opened up. We hit the lick. Like, come on, homie. Like, you act like motherfuckers don't see Apple Store and the motherfuckers just now going down there. It's a snowball effect, homie. This happens everywhere that there's a riot or looting happens.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
This ain't. I didn't say there was 10 million paid people by George Soros and all that shit. I'm saying that we already know there's fact-based and they're doing research on who's funded this, and they've already found a lot of research. So let's say there was 10,000 paid $150, which is very doable by the Democratic Party. Guess what happens? A lot of motherfuckers is latching onto that, homie. Just random folks too. Come on, man. Like, let's be real. You act like, why aren't these other states doing it? Why are they only liberal ran cities? Like, I don't know why you don't answer yourself that question. And I'm be honest, dog.
We're in LA, where it's the most heavy populated Mexicans and anybody else. So okay, so what do you mean? We're like, why would they be here? They were also protesting in the OC out here too.
No, they're
both
protesting.
Both sides. No, it was both sides. People defending on the Trump, and across the streets, people on the other side.
No. I don't understand you, Smitty. I don't get. Why do you forget the first thing and you always bring up the second thing? See, that's what you do a lot of. So, do you think that would be you think that would be getting done in Orange County if the fucking looting and riots didn't start in LA? Keep it funky on the realest show. Homie, they're doing that because of what's happening in LA. Come on, man. You act like these motherfuckers in Huntington Beach just started a protest. Come on, man. Now the American side coming out and saying, oh, fuck that. You want to do this for Mexico? We're going to do this for fucking America. So it happens to be in Orange County.
But they're not paid, though, right? They're not paid.
No, they're not.
Right.
So did they start it or not?
I'm just saying, it's just funny how your brain goes.
You go past the first thing.
You're so biased to where, like, anytime it's in favor of what you believe in, that shit's real. They're not paid. It's all real. Let me get something. It's just, they paid. It's fake. It's phony. Yeah. You're never just like down the middle and just give honest of both sides.
Let me get something straight. So
even when I tell you it's real people who I literally know who are actually protesting, it don't matter. It don't matter.
So let me get something straight. So the anti-American Americans go out there, get paid to do that, wreck shop, fuck up our city, and then a group not even close to the size goes down to protect and advocate for America, the country we live in, and then they have to be paid to counter the paid protesting actors?
How is protesting anti-American when it's literally in our Constitution that we're allowed to do so? I'm just trying to get clarity.
Protesting, homie. They're burning our shit down. Have you not been down there?
God, bro.
Hold on, homie. You keep saying your homies are down there with videos. Have they not looted and broke down? Let me ask you something real quick, homie. Why the fuck did Target on Fig board up their windows? Hold up, homie. Answer me the question. Why did fucking Target board up all the windows on Fig and 7th Street, homie? Downtown LA. Why in America? Hold on. Why in America have our cities had to board up small businesses to protect ourselves from America? So we're protecting ourselves from Americans now, homie? Get the fuck out of here. Have you ever seen America boarding up our shit? From America? No, it's called anti-Americans looting our shit, burning down our small businesses, which, guess what? Small business funds the rest of the country. If you didn't know, economics, pure, simple economics. And we're losing small businesses, homie, in LA. We've lost them since COVID, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. So you're telling me now burning, looting, stealing is protesting peacefully. You keep saying that shit, homie. Like,
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, but you get so hyped.
That's why National Guard and Marines were set in there, Smitty. Come on. Go ahead.
You get so hyped and emotional that you don't listen to me. You never do. You don't listen to me. Okay, so if you listen to me, then you would know I never once said burning, looting, and robbing was the protest.
I know you didn't say that.
But don't say that then. Don't say I said it then.
No, I'm saying you act like that didn't start.
What I'm telling you is that majority of the people down there are just doing chants and have signs. But unfortunately, to your point, whenever you have a group of people protesting, there are going to be some young, ignorant people who are not there to protest, who are there to cause issues. And yes, that is also going on as well. But don't let that take away from the thousands of people who we have on video, who I think I'll send it to you, but you just like to avoid and not look at because it doesn't fit your narrative and what your belief is, that are literally just standing there in downtown peacefully. There's an actual video that spans out that showed the entirety of like downtown and shows like thousands of people just in the streets,
of white kids
marching,
thousands of white
and just
people
putting their signs up. And it's a mixture of white, there's Mexican, there's black, there's anybody who's against what's going on with ICE and how they're deporting these folks and the way that they're doing it. It doesn't have to it doesn't have to be all Mexican. It doesn't have to why. If I agree with something and I'm black, I can be with that. If I don't understand that. There was white people out there when the George Floyd situation went down. There's white people, like, it don't matter your race. It's about what do I believe in. So I don't understand why you keep bringing that up. So my point is, though, there's a video that shows you all downtown LA, and it's nothing but there's no fighting, there's no violence, there's no issues, and there's actually other videos of people just walking around marching, and you're seeing the cops, LAPD, fucking just throwing smoke bombs just to do it, just because, and they're not. They're not causing any issues.
Let's defund the police.
I'm just saying, I'm seeing
all right,
it.
Karen Bass. All right, Karen Bass. now the cops are bad guys. They're throwing smoke bombs at us.
I'm not saying all the cops are bad guys. I'm saying there's actual videos. There's a video of a reporter. There's a literal video of a girl reporting downtown. She's not doing anything, and the motherfucking LAPD turned and shot a fucking non-lethal bullet, whatever shit's called. Literally, it's a video. I can't. See, you're like I'm not just saying it just to try to like win an argument. I'm telling you what my own eyes is wrong.
You know that video was in Australia?
No, she was Australian. It wasn't in Australia. No, it wasn't.
Smitty, let me break something down for you. So
it was LAPD.
Let me break this down for you real quick. I have yet to hear you mention the attempted murder on the police officers the first day of this entire thing, when they were throwing bricks and mortars off of the freeway onto cop cars. Why haven't you mentioned that, homie?
I did. The first day we debated on here. Go back and watch the show. I did.
Why do you skip that and go to the smoke bombs that the cops are doing to defend themselves? Why do you skip the fact that we dismissed that they tried to kill police officers in LA? I haven't heard you say that shit yet one time, homie.
You don't listen.
No, you don't.
The first day we brought this up, I told you. I said those people was stupid. It was dumb as fuck. There's literally cars. They're driving in the police car and you're pointing bricks. We said that day one. No, go back and watch the show and listen. I did say that.
Isn't that what started this, Smitty? Isn't that what started this? When you said it was a peaceful protest and they were trying to kill cops?
Why you put all these quotes? I'm saying majority of the people was. JB,
no, it wasn't.
If there's 10,000 people protesting and 1,000 of them is causing issues, majority is still peaceful. That's you know what majority means? That means most of the people. That's what majority means.
So you skipped that. What started it, right? You just went past that.
I don't know what you're talking about, JB. Like a lot of time, you just say a whole bunch of stuff.
I don't understand why you missed the fact that you dismiss why the shit started. There's always a cause and effect. What caused this? It was not a peaceful protest. They started rioting, looting, burning cop cars, trying to kill cops. Day one, homie. Day one. So don't you think cops and the fucking people that were called in by Trump were warranted to defend their motherfucking selves from getting thrown bricks at them from 100-foot height that would kill you if it hit us? Don't you think they would be on edge now if they were supposed to protect small businesses and the regular citizens just about their day walking their little doggies? Like all of a sudden now we forget that and talk about the 10,000 peaceful protests day 12. Come on, homie. It started with violence, but we just dismiss that now. It's funny how you guys just dismiss that all of a sudden. You and the chat and everyone that just forgot that part. Forgot that part. By the way, that's attempted murder. No one brought that up at all. And the cops now, when they throw a smoke bomb in the crowd to control it, now the cops are aggressive and they're violent, racist cops.
I didn't say nothing about racist. All I'm saying is if I'm literally just walking in the street with my sign, not causing any issues, there's no reason to do anything to me. I'm just protesting. There's no reason to throw a smoke bomb or anything.
But
you know, walking down the street. Why are you doing that for no reason?
You're smarter than that, though. You know what started it.
That's all I'm saying.
It's like you and I. If we got pressed at a party, and then we went back to another party 2 months later, and the same cats were there. You act like we're not on edge and knowing what happened the first time. Come on, homie. It's not that hard. It's hood 101. We know that these motherfuckers came at us day one. We got out of there, but now we back at another party and they're there again. We know they got heat. We know they walking a certain way. Now I got to look. We got to know who's with them. What's the difference, homie? There ain't none. It started this way, and now we're acting as if it's all good. So it all got squashed, huh? And then it just became peaceful. It's all squashed when you rob the Apple store and the Jordan store and Adidas and burn down half of downtown. It's all squashed now, though. That is peaceful again, right? We just forget all that, right? We'll forget all the planted pallets of fucking brick mortar sitting there for people to throw. It's okay now, right? Like, come on, homie. I just don't understand that part of it, dog. Peaceful protests, I've seen those in real life. This ain't it. Just so you know. Peaceful protests don't push cops. They don't fucking throw and fuck ice on the walls of all of our buildings and cop cars. They don't burn down electric cars, Uber cars. They don't burn them to the ground, Smitty. That's not peaceful protest. This has happened day one, homie. Like, come on, man. Like, why are we forgetting all that? I just don't get it. I don't get it. It started on June 5th or 6th or whatever it started on a weekend ago, and now all of a sudden it's peaceful. Shit blows my mind, bro. It really does. But we're going to dive into that later on the show, on the Political Playbook tonight. Hopefully Bailey's back healthy. But that's what I love about this show. It's the realest show. We could talk about all things.
Shit's stressful.
If it wasn't for me, all these WNBA players would be working at Chili's.
You already played this on me.
That's you.
You already played this on me.
No, I just want to show that and be working at Chili's.
You already
be working at Chili's. Would I be working at Chili's?
You already played it. I used to love Chili's.
I used to too, the ribs, but it's horrible. All fast food's horrible.
They used to have it's these tenders they used to have. It's like a honey glaze.
I know you're talking about.
It's fire.
Boneless.
It was like sticky. Like the sauce was sticky. It was good as fuck.
Chili's used to be unbelievable. Applebee's wasn't bad. Like, you go to Applebee's, a second spot.
When I was young, Applebee's was a spot. My family used to work at Applebee's growing up.
We didn't have Applebee's in Cali. I didn't know what Applebee's was till I went to college in Kansas.
When I was like 9 years old, Applebee's was popping. Like it was cheap as far as price, but the food was like good. My uncle worked there.
Who had that triple thing? Applebee's?
Triple what?
I don't remember. It was like three things. You could order three things for like $19 or something, or maybe $9.
Applebee's had like a 2 for $20 for sure for the longest. They always got 2 for $20. They always got 2 items for $20.
The one that fell off the hardest is Lucille's. It's absolutely atrocious. They're still DMing me to this day. They're fucking horrible. It was the worst, and I've seen nothing but in the comment section that it's horrible all over the country. So Lucille's probably should fold up. And then Chili's, and I just refuse to go to those places. And I went to a BJ's by me not too long ago.
BJ's cool.
It was still bad. It was bad though. Like the shit ain't the same, Smitty. The shit ain't the same though.
Zoogies fire, homie.
Yeah, but the shit ain't the same no more, homie. The chain restaurant is not the same as it once was, bro. You could get a decent meal at a fucking Applebee's, Chili's. They're all shit now, homie. They're all so fast foodish.
I just think it's different too, though, because you're just older and you got money now.
Oh, bro.
And you cook high end stuff, so it's different for your palate chain. When you get young, you don't know better.
But we still know if that fucking place is decent of food or not, homie. I'm not gonna compare it to mine. It's all fast foodish. Like Lucille's, I would still know if decent barbecue. It was fucking horrible. And what was I gonna say? Oh, Buffalo Wild Wings. I think you told me a month ago on the show or so. And then we actually went by the boat. There's one right by the boat. Oh, I mean, there's a reason that we were the only 3 motherfuckers in there, like in prime time of the day. Like nobody goes there. It's fucking garbage. Buffalo Wild Wings was the worst. Them and Lucille's had to be the 2 worst chain restaurant.
A month ago, I got the all you can eat. Now my stomach.
Wait up. Did you say it was good or bad?
It was pretty good for what it was. Like again, I'm not saying it's the best wing. Again, for a chain, put it where it's supposed to be at. It's a chain restaurant. It's not supposed to be like the top tier. But all you can eat wings, I was satisfied. I got the potato wedges, different flavor wings. It was cool. You know what I mean? But my stomach was definitely hurting the next day though, because I don't know what they cooking it with, whatever. But in the moment, this shit pretty good.
You know where my mom's never been? She wants to go before she passes.
Damn, where?
Huh. Olive Garden, homie.
Oh, that was my spot. See, growing up in the hood,
it's
if you went to Olive Garden, you had money. Where I'm from,
horrible. Yeah. Olive Garden, Red Lobster, and Olive Garden.
Yeah, you got bread. You went there. Like
Olive Garden's horrific now.
That's all we ate in college at Ball State. Let's say tomorrow. I know we had a big lift, or we had to run like our 110 test. We go to the Olive Garden the night before. We carb up pasta, breadsticks, salad, drink, hydrate water, of course, and it would like make you just get your energy you need for that crazy workout the next morning, the next day. Every time we killed Olive Garden. They bring that salad out with the pepper.
In Kansas, if we got to see an Olive Garden, because where we was in Kansas, we didn't have shit. So when we went West Kansas, like to Hutch, but like Wichita, a big city, shit, it was like seeing fucking fucking water for the first time, right? These motherfuckers. I took them to all the places I could. I took them to Olive Garden. I took them to any place that we didn't fucking have, because we didn't have shit but mom and pops.
Damn.
So yeah, and they were horrible. So it's like
Olive Garden good though. I ain't been there like a couple years, but the salad, the breadsticks, and then you ask them to bring like an extra side of that what's like that Parmesan, whatever that dip is for your breadstick. That I don't know, JB. I gotta trust it for my own. You're a tough.
You go out all the time, homie. There's
You're a tough teacher for stuff, so that's why it's hard for me to.
All the time. You outside all the time, homie. All you do.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be. There's no way you can tell me that you go from a legitimate because you only eat like Lowry's and fucking STK and fucking. No, you go to all these big time steakhouses and shit.
I don't.
So I want to make sure. I want you to go to fucking Texas Roadhouse or some shit.
Oh, that's our spot in Indiana. You get them rolls and that sweet butter.
Homie, it's horrific here.
Probably here.
But it shouldn't be though. Shouldn't be though.
Yeah, probably here. Nah. I've noticed that. So I've been to the last time I've been to Chili's was out here. It was like my first year moving out here. Me and the homie went, and the food was not that good. And then also what made it worse, there was a family nearby, and the baby or the little kid shitted on the floor. You can smell the shit. So it kind of turned me off. So now when I think about Chili's, I think about shit.
Wait. What, homie?
There was like little shit underneath their table from like their baby or something, and they ain't clean it up, so that the worker had to like go do it. But like I started smelling it, and it fucked up my whole experience. So that's the last time I've been to Chili's. But Chili's back in Indiana, fire. In Muncie, where Ball State is at, or in Indianapolis, like it was like Chili's and Olive Garden were like our two go-to spots at Ball State. If we went out to eat, we're going there. And this is my later year. This is my junior senior year when I saved my FAFSA money, and we're getting paid a little money every month for bills because we're off campus, that type of lifestyle. So, but yeah, out here it's so many options to eat at. So we're like, a lot of times I don't go to your typical Chili's because it's like there's a million places to eat at, and you could be in LA your whole life and still not eat everywhere. So like. I love trying new spots out and going to places I've never been before. So I don't go to the same spots I used to go to when I was in Indiana.
I just think this is fast food now. Like I truly think everything's fast food. So I don't know why it's become so bad.
Well, let's go. Let's take a quick break because your energy sucks right now after the political argument, which you're very passionate of, and you sound like you need to run for mayor or governor because that's the way you have the most passion of, even more so than football these days. We'll do a quick 3-minute break if you got a commercial ready.
I really don't. I just like telling the truth, and I think we're stuck by not telling the truth.
You don't like telling the full truth though. You like to tell your truth, and you like to you see what you want to see, and you talk about what you want to talk about, and that's fine. That's fair. That's fair.
What do you mean? Who told you that? Who told you that?
Nobody told me that. I told myself that.
But you said it though.
Yeah, I told myself that.
This used to be my spot right here. I used to go down here all the time, right on Fig.
Yeah.
They actually boarded up Target and painted it. That's a lot of work coming for my tax-paying dollars. They actually covered that, but it's peaceful. They expect a peaceful protest, no issues. We're not going to protect our business. It's peaceful, Smitty.
JB, stop. I hate when you do stuff like this, man. Like you clearly hear what I'm saying, but you just like to like continue. But that's try to win. Again, if I got 10,000 people out here protesting and fucking 1,000 of them, let's just say this for argument, is the ones bullshitting and doing stupid shit, then that does not take away from the entire protest.
Let me ask you something.
That's all I'm saying, Jason. I'm not saying everybody's peaceful. I never said that. Come on, Jason. Stop.
Let me ask you something. If it started on June 6th, like you state it was last night with 10,000 peaceful protesters, do you think they would have been boarding up that shit? No.
They always board up anytime we protest.
No, they don't.
Since I've been out
call
here.
It protest, Smitty.
That's what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it that.
It's not a protest when you ruin our shit, homie.
Anytime there's about to be a protest,
hey, Smitty,
they always do that.
If I come over to your house and I throw a fucking Molotov cocktail through your window, is it peaceful because I wanted you to hear what I had to say?
What you did wasn't peaceful, no. But
exactly,
if 10,000 people walk by here and they just had fucking signs, and you were the one person who did that, you are the problem, not everybody else who's out here protesting.
You board your shit up, right? You board your shit up, though, right?
Of course, to prepare just in case.
Homie, it's not peaceful. I don't understand why you don't get that.
So, all right, so just for clarity, because I'm done talking about it, if one person is not peaceful, the whole shit ain't peaceful, correct?
Once you break into shit,
question. So okay, so as soon as somebody in the protest decides it's not peaceful, the whole shit ain't peaceful.
What do you mean one person though? Why are you saying one person?
I'm just getting clarity. I'm just asking clarity.
It wasn't peaceful from the gate. Why are you trying to move the needle? I don't get it. Anyway, we'll be back in about 4 minutes. Pound that like, subscribe, become a member if you're not one. This is the tough dog days of summer. It is June gloom. And guess what? It was a beautiful day on the water yesterday. I'm going to tell you the best day I've been on. No wind. It was real nice. But this is the tough dog days for sports coming up. And this is the realest show on planet Earth. We need to grow this show before the football season starts. And so you need to be that persons. So pound that like, subscribe. Tell a person, tell a friend. The realest show on planet Earth, the next 2 months before the football season kicks off, will be your go-to show. So pound that like. We'll be back in 4 minutes. Peace.
Yeah, what advice did you, I guess, you feel like I know you always thinking back to like, what would your grandpa tell you in this situation or that situation, this situation? In this current moment, what do you think grandpa or grandma would tell you, kind of a word of advice to handle this current situation right now when you think about just the landscape of what's going on and where you at, the level you are? What would they tell you right now in this scenario?
Look, let me tell you something. My grandmama used to say, you better live for the day, because you might not be here tomorrow. And I'm gonna tell you something. I look back on all this stuff. We done lost Frankie Beverly and Babe. We done lost Rich Homie Qua. We done lost what's the name for the Lion King? What's the king name?
J. Earl Jones.
We done lost J. Earl Jones. So let me tell you something. You don't never know when you go get your last piece of that good old stuff. So I'm gonna tell you something. I may not be as young as I used to be, and I may not get it in as much as I used to. But if I got me an opportunity to get me a nice little old tenderoni named Michelle. Oh, yeah, Michelle. Oh, boy, you got me reminiscing.
It was good.
If I got me an opportunity to get me some old bumpy grind, I'm going to get it. And that's
Michelle.
Live today because you may not be here tomorrow.
Let me ask you, bro. Last thing, before I know you're busy schedule, you got all kinds of shit going on. You're probably flying back and forth ESPN right now. And the Michelle girl that everybody you went viral for last night, we got a bet going on here in the studio.
Okay.
Over under. And you just got to give us over under. You just got to give us over under. You don't got to put her privacy out there because I know you said she private. We got an over under on this. How old was she on? 27. Over or under? We got.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say, because I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Under. Under. Now, it wasn't no R. Kelly like under, but it was under, baby. You know, like them young. I like them young. You know, when the younger they are, the more freaky they is. I like them nice and young. And she sure was. She was under. And even Ocho said she was fine. So when the news come out, because you already know it is, at some point, just know that Unc was getting it in with a nice young tenderoni under 27.
You got a foot fetish, Unc?
Do I got a what?
A foot fetish.
Oh, boy, much as I've been running, scoring all these touchdowns on these feet, I sure do. I love me some feet, because my feet messed up. My feet look like LeBron James. So I sure do got a foot fetish. I love the way them old tenderoni feet look with no corns on.
I respect, man. Listen, I don't know why everybody going at you. I think it's a good look for you. Helps your shows grow. Club Shay.
Of course, a good look. Look, all my merch is sold out. Everything Nightcap is sold out. Everything on the website. You can't find nothing on there. So you done right. It's a good look. Now, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to go live. I'm not going to say that. I'm embarrassed by it. I am totally ashamed. But something good came out of an embarrassing situation, and I am sold out of my merch once again. So, you know, I take it for what it is. I take that check.
I bet you will, man. I know JB thought you had set it up.
I thought it was fake.
He thought it was fake.
I'm gonna keep it real on here. I tried to go on IG Live, and it takes a process. It's literally like 5 steps. Mm-hmm. I don't know how you just threw it on the bed and the motherfucker went live. I gotta be honest. I don't know, man. Did you also win the Mega Millions? Because that shit had to be one of the most. You just throw it up. And that motherfucker hit live. There's just no way. Because I just went through 5 steps and I couldn't even get to live.
Well, maybe it was Mark Zuckerberg. Somebody did it. It wasn't me.
You don't think your homegirl Michelle might have set you up, homie? Like, I think that's my conspiracy.
Look, that's highly possible. You know, it could have been one of those situations where she went live and I didn't know she went live. So all I did is came home, took my clothes off, threw my phone on the bed. So unless Michelle went live and didn't tell me, and didn't let me know, or unless I got hacked because somebody else went live, I don't know how it happened. I'm just glad that they didn't show me.
Did you have a midget on his knees behind you guys?
Look, hey, look, Uncle, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know what went down and how it happened, but like I said, I'm just so glad it didn't have me on there, because I would have been way more embarrassed than I am now.
Last question for me. Has your DMs been like popping even more in the last 24 hours? Like, have all the ladies been trying to get some a piece of Club Shay, a piece of Unc?
Look, let me look, I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. This exclusive right here. Don't nobody even know this yet. I done got me an offer from Pornhub.
Are you kidding me?
Pornhub did offer me $1 million to go live and have sex and be sponsored by Pornhub. Now, I done told y'all this first. Don't nobody know that. So when it hit TMZ, when it hit social media, just know I said it right here with Smitty and Coach JB first.
Exclusive news. Exclusive.
That's exclusive news. And if you don't believe it, Google it after we hang up.
Well, man,
I got one last question. One last question, man, before we let you go.
Okay, Coach.
I heard the name Michelle.
Okay.
But I'm hearing some very, very interesting takes. I got a few friends over at ESPN that text me, and I gotta ask you, man. Did you just use the name Michelle, but the real name starts with M as well, as in Molly Quorum?
Oh my God.
Was that Molly Quorum? Keep it real, is that Molly Quorum, homie? Was that Molly Quorum? Keep it real, was that Molly Quorum?
Come on now. Hey, come on now. Now you being messy. Now you know that Stephen A. stuff. You know that Stephen A. stuff. You coming over here, you being messy now. Now you being messy. Now I'm not gonna confirm or deny. But I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say. You try to give me a Stephen A. and I can't, and then you gonna walk off. You know you was wrong for that. Oh boy, you was wrong for that. You wrong for that, Coach. You asked me, y'all wrong, man.
As long as it wasn't mean at times.
No.
As long as it wasn't mean at times, I'm good with you.
Oh man.
Well, we are back in the building. Unbelievable commercial right there. Shout out to our main man, Savvy.
Yeah.
You talked to Savvy, homie? I talked to him not too long ago.
Yeah, the other day, man, I checked on him, man, see how he was doing, man. You know, he's still recovering, you know what I'm saying, but he's getting better, and we're going to get him back on this show once he's ready.
We damn near low-key, damn near. So low-key would it'd be oxymoron. Damn near is an oxymoron. Damn near close is an oxymoron. We're damn near got super crazy clips that we've done over the years that I bet you if we went and spent like a week and found shit we never posted, you would find shit that would jaw drop motherfucker. Like we've had some shit we don't even, there's too much. We don't have enough big enough team to capture all the shit.
I think from the 14th to the 26th or whatever, we should take time off that week and then have our team
of what?
July, and then have our team of Bailey.
Why is those specific dates you had it in your mind? You just cracked off right, boom, like you knew.
I'm just trying to think of a good time frame. It's before the season, still summer. It just kind of made sense. Take that window off, but then have Paris and Bailey kind of spend that time to do exactly what you just said. Go back, find best moments, be creative, put together a best of JB show, 20-minute longer thing. It could be like an episode. Take some of those fun clips and let's kind of repurpose some of those clips to really push those things out to make sure we're still getting things posted all throughout those kind of 2 weeks. But it's talking out loud.
All the trash day. I thought Juneteenth was a holiday. I was at my boy's Juneteenth thing. Get down. I thought they gave off today, holiday.
Juneteenth's on. It's coming up.
But are they gonna get? Are you getting a day off?
Yeah.
But I'm saying
Juneteenth is Thursday. It's not the 16th. It's the 19th.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I thought they were going to use the trash day today. Last year they did the trash day for that shit.
I'm off Thursday and Friday this week, so I got a 3-day week from Fox. Yeah.
For
Friday, we were already dark because something's going on, like on the network, I don't know if it was a soccer or something going on. Thursday, we got that off because I think Keyshawn went and talked to folks and it was like, Keyshawn don't work holidays anyway, but I think Joy wasn't going to work the holiday either. So we were just thinking damn, we're going to have to get backup host and do all this. I think Keyshawn went to the higher ups and hey man, let's just get a crew to, the day off. And our production team, mostly black anyway. We got good balance, but we got a lot of black people on our team.
That BPS.
So we went ahead and got the holiday off. I should have had it off anyway,
BPS, always looking for a day off.
Should have had it off anyway, Juneteenth. So
do less, expect more.
No, we work extremely hard.
You don't do anything.
You super lazy.
You covered this. I got your email, by the way. I was on the boat. I saw it.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Nah, fuck yeah.
No,
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Hold on. I wanted to personally thank you and doing that work. Smitty does work hard behind the scenes for a certain shit that he sends me, so I appreciate it. I wanted you to make sure you know. I appreciate it. It covers up for the days you miss, multiple weeks of the show of the year that you miss, to go do certain
to do stuff. Thank you for saying that.
LGBTQ stuff.
Thank you for saying not that part. Thank you for saying that I'm doing stuff. I'm not just missing just to miss. I'm missing because I'm traveling, or I got another event, or I'm getting paid to do this, or I got a meeting at Fox, or I got to fill in.
Shout out to our very own. Shout out to our very own Paris. It's her
Happy birthday, Paris.
Now today, Paris is the day you should have said it, not Friday.
Right.
See, everyone forgets Friday.
Right.
We forgot what happened on Friday. So. Shout out to Paris, man. Shout out to Paris, Bailey. Man. Shout out to Bailey. He's dying in the background. We'll see if he's back or not moving forward. If not,
moving forward.
If not, Paris had to take in over that role.
Yeah, pay her double.
Fuck.
Or pay the same. Do more, pay the same.
You dry snitch, homie. Like we trying to make money, you and I. But you steady trying to throw money to everybody.
I'm a team player. And she black, so you know what I mean.
I could have gave Paris like an extra 100 and we got it done. Homie.
She a mother. You know what I mean? So I'm just looking out.
I get all that, but like
she a wife.
We don't get. I mean, we try to milk everybody we can. That's how we got on top.
Choking. I hear you. I feel you. You know, that's how we get our money. We need to get this Bailey. Hey, Bailey, I know you can still hear us. Motherfucker, throw up and clear your stomach out because we need to get this deck together.
See, usually food poisoning is not very. You don't throw it up. You usually come out the other side.
Like throwing up and diarrhea at the same time.
Yeah, you gotta get that out. You gotta get that out. I told him to take some crackers and 7-Up, homie.
Right. That's the black people remedy.
Oh no, 7-Up and crackers. Crackers best thing for shitty stomach. I'll tell you.
Ginger ale, yeah.
Ginger ale, little Gatorade,
and just put a little rag on the back of his neck, homie.
The rag don't do anything.
It just covered you a little bit.
That's BPS. You guys love hang a rag. You want
hang a rag
over here at the club. By the way, homie, back in the day when the rags were popular,
yeah,
we'd see motherfuckers actually with like dish rags. I mean, like the spotted ones, like
yeah.
Like, homie,
it's something about that, man. Hey, my mama would come in there with that damn 7-Up or that Sprite, that motherfucker, them saltine crackers in that white box, put that towel around your neck, and turn the TV off. Boy, you just feel better. I don't know what it is.
But you never did a hottie toddy though.
I've been hottie toddies. Yeah, I've done that. It wasn't a part of my typically my remedy was the crackers, the Sprite or 7-Up, hot rag. You know what I'm saying? We go that route. You know what I'm saying? Depending what type of sickness you got, if you need to get food at some point, we'll go chicken noodle soup. Like when you
Smitty, all of our stomachs have been fucked up lately. Have you not noticed a trend, homie?
Because of food.
Yeah, y'all, food, homie. The Democratic Party trying to kill us, homie.
I ain't Democratic Party.
Been this way for years. They've been setting us up, homie.
Everything Democrats, huh?
Bad.
The whole country just fucked up with Democrats.
I'm saying I try to give y'all credit. I used to be Democrat, but it's not the same.
The Republicans are perfect.
No, they're fucked up too.
They don't do shit wrong.
But you got to go back to my first point.
Even though they was all anti-Trump.
But why don't you give me? I don't get why you don't give me more credit for standing on my 10 toes though.
Because you're biased. That's the only reason why I don't give you credit.
No, I'm not biased, homie. It is what it is. This is why I refuse to ever vote. I've been saying this for my whole life. I'm not going to renege now and go be a hypocrite. Yeah, politicians and priests are the most crooked human beings on planet Earth. I'm never changing my take on that. That is what it is, homie. They are the most crooked individuals, politicians and priests. It's just a fact. I'm not ever changing. So if I were to say that, I would be a hypocrite if I go out and vote for one party over the other.
then you profited off of Trump merch and saying go vote for Trump. So whether you did it or not, on one end you say they crooks, the other end you say vote for them. But even though you ain't gonna vote, so it's like it's counter.
Yeah, I don't see the hypocrisy at all. Endorsement does not create vote. Sorry.
Yes, it do.
No, it doesn't.
When you got a platform, you got power.
No, it doesn't matter.
You think some of these idiots in this chat didn't go vote for Trump because you said go vote for it? You out of your mind.
I didn't say go vote. I never said go vote for Trump, homie. I never said it to anybody go vote for Trump. Go find me a clip that I said go vote for Trump on somebody.
You definitely said if I was to vote, I would vote for Trump.
So let me get this straight.
Which is okay. I'm just saying stand on. I'm not like mad at you for doing that. I'm just saying don't act like you on the fence.
You agree subliminal messages are big. So if I create a t-shirt that I sold, that message is subliminal, kind of like the gay pride fucking flag being shown instead of the American flag at Major League Baseball games, huh? Isn't that the propaganda you're discussing right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't mean I voted for it.
Yeah.
But
hey, yo, I got the new Trump shirt, y'all, man. Yeah, America is back, baby. Make America great again, man. We got Donald Trump, baby. Hell fucking yeah. Get your shirt right now, man. Trump, baby.
Let me ask something.
I didn't say vote for him. Come on, bro. Stop.
I didn't.
You too smart for that shit, homie.
But let me ask something.
I ain't boo-boo the fool.
But let me ask you something.
That's like saying that's like a dude cheat on his girl. Like, the girl catch him. He's like, I ain't do. I didn't print. She took my dick out and sucked it. I didn't ask her to give me a head. Like, what, homie? Stop, homie. You
but I'm trying to figure out. You were cool with cutting off our boys' dicks and playing girls in sports, though. No, here my macro. Here's my macro take though.
Here you go, macro.
That's why, homie, I endorse one side versus the other, though. Like that was my side. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinionated take. That's what
you ain't gotta explain yourself.
No. I'm just telling you though. That's why I will go right all day, motherfucking long. If that's what the left is going to endorse, so the left can endorse that. They can put transgenders in classrooms and try to groom our babies, but I can't sell a T-shirt.
I ain't say you can't do it. I'm just saying stand on it. I'm saying own it.
I am.
Don't sell the shirt and just say, well, I didn't do this.
I never not stood up. I said I didn't vote, homie. I don't understand what the hard part of grasping that is.
You selling the shirt and endorsing him is telling people to vote for him. That's a fact.
No, it's not. You
ain't got to verbally say it.
No, it's not. You came out here and said you're not telling nobody who you vote for. If you even vote at all. So what's the difference, homie? What are we talking about here, homie?
I didn't sell those shirts and hoodies for anybody. I didn't do that.
But you said
I didn't go out here with no fucking Biden shirts or Kamala shirts or nothing like that, homie. You did that. If I had a Kamala shirt,
at least you know where I stood.
I didn't do that.
But at least you knew where I stood, homie.
That's fine. I'm gonna say I'm stand on it. I'm not against you.
I ain't telling nobody. I don't know what.
We live in America. You do what you want to do. But I'm saying like stand on it. Don't be. Y'all say don't be lukewarm. We spit you right out of his mouth.
But you're super duper left.
Spell that right now. Spell all that.
It's all one word.
I know. Spell the whole word.
SUPER DUPER.
What's UBER?
Like
what's ooh?
Super duper.
So what's ooh in the alphabet? I don't know what ooh is.
Like ooh.
Okay.
That's where you're like super that way, but then say, I don't know who I'm voting for. Come on, homie.
Well, I did vote, so.
Hey, I'll be doing the political playbook tonight, so make sure you guys tap into that.
Take this shit for that show. We ain't doing it.
Yeah. Come on over there tonight, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m.
politics.
Eastern. I'm over there.
I'm a protest against politics.
But you should be like political though.
What we got next? I mean, we ain't got no rundown. Let me scroll on Twitter, see what I can find real quick. Let me see.
No, don't just make up shit.
Let me type in NBA.
We got all kind of shit on the right we got all kind of shit. I'm on Unpaved here in about an hour and a half. So make sure you head on over to Rumble, Shaun, Salisbury, and I.
Any special guests on there today, or it's gonna be you and Shaun?
Nah, it's me and Shaun usually. If he has a guest, I don't go on.
Okay, got you. That makes sense, homie. I love it, man. Woo.
Yeah, OG Vince, get him. Wait. Rio. Who's us?
What did he say? I'm on Twitter right now. What did he say?
He said, you making us look bad, Smitty. Rio, your boy, Rio.
Rio ain't my boy.
Yeah, he is, homie.
Rio ain't never been my boy.
OG Vince said, Smitty, it's insulting for you to claim that most of these idiots in the chat voted for Trump because JB promoted him.
Didn't say most. And you're a teacher, OG, so learn how to listen respectfully.
That's actually disrespectful.
I want all the smoke.
That's actually disrespectful.
Words matter, homie. Words matter.
Exactly. Just because you said respectfully doesn't mean anything. It's actually disrespectful.
Nah, it's very respectful. It's OG Vince. I'm just saying I didn't say most. I said something. Rio, shut up. Go to work.
Yeah, at work. That's y'all generation.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
Generation.
Right. Go to work, Rio. Damn.
There's so much to say. Like, there's so much to say about social media and all this other shit.
Say it.
No, I'm just saying I don't know like where to go with it.
I saw a dude, man. He said he made $2 million like in the last or whatever.
Yeah, but what are they doing though to get it? It
you gotta go to Twitch, homie. You gotta go to Twitch. I'm trying to tell you.
But that's a game. That's streaming though. That's that gamer streamer shit.
It ain't. But nah, on a serious note, it ain't about Twitch. I think it's about it's the member platform. That's how you make your money. We got members on here.
I've been trying to do the ad. I still don't see it. I mean,
you don't see it?
They're getting something. It's something else. I mean, it's always the same cast though. Like it ain't like it's these cats that got agencies backing them up, homie. I don't see no regular ass.
But think about it, right? We got 64,000 subscribers.
And by the way, we're at 65 now, homie. You got to keep up to date. Yeah, shout out to everybody we hit 65,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Hypothetically, let's say we had just fucking 5,000 members. Just 5,000.
No, I know.
We'd be in a great place.
Mike Money trying to give motherfuckers.
We'd be in a great place. But I'm saying, like, I think we ain't even got 1,000 members, I don't think. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's something.
We had 1,000, then
it's the member issue.
No, it is, but like, see, that's the thing on Twitch and them. They do it because they do like, they got porn stars on their stream or they do some shit.
Well, they're doing skits and all.
Again, this is the problem I don't understand. You could talk porn, you could do all this shit on there and keep their channel, but I go on there and talk about some football, showing DV Sport, and Twitch banned me from Gate. That's why I never went back on Twitch. So like it's the craziness and TikTok.
Well, that's probably because I don't know. Maybe it was some sort of licensing deal or something.
Yeah, don't even get me started on TikTok either.
Yeah, and Twitch ain't the only thing they use. Twitch is the most popular one, but they use other platforms as well. But the bigger point, whether it's Twitch, Mitch, or Lich, they're using these "you must pay to watch me" platforms. Like the only way to see the full show. Now you'll see clips and segments on YouTube or Twitter, stuff like that. But a lot of times, in order for you to watch their full shit, you got to watch it on this stream. You know what I'm saying? Or at least the live version of it, you got to watch it on like Twitch. And then maybe like the day or 2 days afterwards, they'll take that and they'll post the full shit on their YouTube channel. So now they're eating on YouTube, but then they also eating from a straight member standpoint. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm just trying to learn what these young cats are doing because we can judge it all we want, but this is where the shit is moving. So
I hear you. You know what I brought? Something I was thinking about, man. You sent me all that shit over the weekend on these young cats making this money. Shout out to them for making the money. And that generation probably will be the richest generation in the history of the United States of America. Because of, again, what American has allowed.
Yeah,
but we'll forget that.
Which is why I love America, because this is the one place still where you can
protesting anti-American though. So anyway,
I'm cool with protesting when you're against something. That's a part of our. That's our constitutional
They're against
right.
America though. They're against America, homie.
They're against the president and what he's doing. Stop doing that, homie. They're against what Trump is doing. That's all it is.
No, it's not.
Anti-Trump isn't anti-America. Stop.
Why weren't you against Obama when he deported 3 million, homie?
It wasn't the exact same way. And he was deported. And he did no.
Stop. That's not even talking about politics.
Yeah, we do.
Let me ask you this though. Anti-Americans are benefiting from streaming in America. Make it make sense. If it wasn't for America, we wouldn't be streaming and making all this money. So here's the issue I have. You sent me all those things over the weekend. I'm like, damn, there is money to be made. Here's my take I wanted to bring up to you. And I'll eat crow if I have to. I'm not for the Drewskis and the nobodies that I say all the time and all that making the money. I still think there's something to it. That's why they have agencies and agents backing these certain guys, Canettis and all these guys. But I go back and look at shit like, would my dad still be alive by not having to get fingernail grease and eat sandwiches and eat grease and oil as a mechanic, hands-on? Or would he say, no, fuck that social media life? I don't want to not know how to change the oil and work on trucks and be a tank operator in the Army. And you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm torn because I don't know if I believe we're in generations for a reason. So that's all I'm saying. Like, would my dad have benefited from either myself or him? My dad wasn't gonna be on no stream, Smitty. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you still gonna have everybody not a content creator.
Not right, but
everybody ain't got it. Everybody not that talented or funny or entertaining. This is a fact.
But the problem is, like,
so
is it gonna?
My little sister going to school to be a nurse. She's not.
Is it gonna elongate life? Is it gonna elongate life spans?
I don't know. Potentially less stress. But it just depends. Those other factors. You're making more money young, so maybe you're eating worse though. Maybe you're working out less because you're behind a computer. So it depends how the balance is. But if you making money and you're doing it from a way simple of being behind a computer and you ain't got to be outside and BS in stressful environments and construction, maybe it could. That's why I said I got a love-hate thing with social media. For the most part, I fuck with it, but there are definitely negatives. There are definitely negatives from it, but it can change your life. And I just like it because, again, if you are a creative like you and I are, you do not have to wait on HBO, Showtime, Hulu, or whatever to like buy your pitch. You can just go out there, use your computer, use your phone, create your own audience and buzz, and put something out there yourself. Then go hit up HBO and all them if you want to and be like, hey, I got 65,000 people following me. We get these numbers. You want this? Well, you got to pay now. At first, it would have been a discount. But now you didn't believe in me. If you want it now, you got a license. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I like the fact that it gives you an opportunity. To me, social media is a microcosm of what America is and what it's supposed to be. The land of opportunity.
Yeah, from what I'm reading right here, though, I don't think Twitch is member. I think Twitch drops the money. They drop those coins or whatever during your stream, and that's why you see that shit just going, and that's how they're making their money. I don't think it's membership only unless you buy some special or separate.
Really?
Yeah, I think like you have to member up. I think like YouTube has a member option. I don't know because I was on Twitch for a while when I was on McAfee.
Yeah,
and I don't recall members, but maybe it is. I thought you could subscribe to Twitch, but I could be wrong. But I know you drop like super chats over there, kind of like here.
I just did a quick Google search. It says if you are not a current subscriber of a channel broadcasting a subscriber stream, you can still tune in for a free preview, but you will be notified when your free preview has expired. A free preview is available daily for each channel broadcasting a subscriber stream. So it sounds like every day you can go in, but it's going to be a limited time. Maybe it's 30 minutes, maybe it's 1 hour, but you won't be able to watch the full stream, which actually is smart. That's actually very smart by Twitch to do that. Because it's like once I'm in for 30 minutes and then I'm entertained, I want to keep watching it. That's actually very smart business.
So it's like Patreon then.
Probably so.
It's a paywall. What do they call paywall?
It's a paywall is how I look at it. Yeah, you know. And I'm not an expert on all these streams. I'm just studying what other people are doing. You know, because to me, it'd be ignorant not to do it. Whether we're fans of it or not, that's where the space is going. Streaming is a
bottom line is. See, I'm a little different because I'm like, if I got money like that and you get generational wealth, see, you can make money, and we talked about last week. We can make money and shit, but are we wealthy? Like, I don't know. Like, if I need 10 grand to drop on an emergency today for somebody, do I have that? I got to go turn over rocks to get that. I want to be able to have it right now. Just boom, wire you right over. That's wealthy to me. Like, there's a difference. So if I became generational wealthy,
I mean, these kids making fucking, I don't know. I saw a video breakdown with Kyle. I should send it to you.
But again, they're the same cats. But I'm saying they're the same cats, though. And it started with Mr. Beast, homie, and then they jumped on with Mr. Beast. And Mr. Beast had this agency. They went out, and now look what he's done. He's a billionaire. And there's a few other YouTube billionaires out there, by the way. The makeup dude, I think, over in Hawaii that YouTube gave a house to, the little gay guy that runs around, does makeup for girls. He's a billionaire, I heard, as well. He's one of the biggest. I think he's second on subs next to Mr. Beast. But it's like the same cats, homie. I don't see Smitty and JB like becoming that guy. I don't like becoming it because we're organic, but overnight, these guys, I just don't see it. I mean, it's always the same guys, bruh. I don't see the organic, regular, boots to ground guys, Smitty. Like, be honest. Look at their shows and look at our show. You could tell our show is a organic, from the ground up, built platform. Like, this is what it is, what we've created. Like, you can't tell me there's not a difference in what they do and what we do, homie. Like, seriously.
I'm not saying that we have our own show, but the whole organic, like, I don't know. We had this whole argument already. I'm gonna there's literally a video. I saw a whole video that popped up when Kai Snet was like fucking 18. He was just now starting off, and motherfucker was just man on the street and hustling in New York doing mic shit, just little light ass voice.
But no,
we don't remember that because he wasn't popular enough to remember it.
That's not my point. My point is, though, that's a skit. That's a prank video. That's a skit. That's
different. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my point. Like, to me, that's not organic, real deal. That's a skit grab. That's a
It's more like
attention grab.
it's more like a produce. Yeah, which is why if you look at some of the shit I sent you in that Google Doc, it's a reason why I'm going a certain lane with some of that stuff. Because, like, for example, like your guy Caleb Presley, who I'm a fan of his show, Sunday Conversations is like it's a show, but it's like a skit. Like that's not really how he talks, of course. So like it's a skit.
If I did what?
D Jones, JB, if you did in real life content, you'd blow up on Twitch.
Blow up or blow?
You blow on Twitch, but he means like blow up. Like he's getting you compliment. IRL in real life. You would. That's why I said, JB, you have the personality.
I don't know what that means.
Like just real life. Like if you have somebody follows you around while you just doing regular fucking shit, cussing motherfuckers out, driving around, like just your.
But I get banned though. I get banned though.
Not on Twitch you wouldn't. Not on Twitch you wouldn't.
I got banned on Twitch, homie.
I don't know, homie. I'm telling you.
I'm a different creature, I think, to these
look,
cats.
Look at what maybe it's
I
not.
think they have me down on a list. I think they have me on like a no-fly list. They have me on like a no-stream list.
Nah, bro, you ain't listen. Like, and I mean this, and like I don't mean it like you're my guy. So I don't think like you ain't. I don't think you that big. Like to where they're just fucking hey, let's keep them up like. Oh, like that. That's a little crazy though. Like
remember, McAfee and Rapport broke this shit down to me, homie. I might not be big to your 18 to 25-year-old streamer fucking audience, but guess what? 400 million people know who I am. Somewhere.
And I ain't saying, I ain't saying no diss. I'm just saying, like,
I'm not saying I'm big either. Trust me. What I'm saying is, though, you don't think the network people know who the fuck I am? Like, I hear honest. You know how many people know who I am that I don't realize when I get certain things and I see it, I'm like, wait up. You know who I am? Dog, these people know. Like, you can't convince me otherwise that Twitter, Twitter doesn't have my shit some sort of fucking shadow ban. And I know TikTok has it. Instagram's deleted me 3 times. Come on, homie. There's something going on. Oh. And it's not like I'm doing crazy shit.
Did I?
Yeah, you froze.
You froze on my end. You said Instagram deleted you. You talking too much, JB. They heard you. You talking too much, homie.
I swear to God, I keep proving you wrong on this stuff. And by the way, all the people that think you get rid of Smitty, you'll be blow up. No, I won't. And number one, number two, you guys need to stop. I want to be the first trendsetter. I want to be the guy that has a guy on polar opposite sides who's not scared to be himself and fall in line. And then I want to still be me. And that's the show we've created.
Yeah.
We literally created a show where 2 people can argue and debate and get animate and get heated and debate and all that shit and still be cordial and cool and bring you 2 different things. I don't understand why. You know what the problem is? Y'all ain't used to it. You've never seen it. We're so divided in America that you think that you can go to a barbershop now and now speak from the right and the left. You can. And now you're so accustomed to it because you youngsters out there are so accustomed to division on what politics has brought to our country that now you can't fathom seeing a right-winged, a conservative thinking guy and a left-winged thinking guy together on a show. Can't do it. Like, it's unbelievable. But when it comes to sports, we're pretty much in line as far as we know boys don't play girls. We know that you shouldn't cut your dick off. We know that.
That's the funny thing about it. I have a lot of conservative in me. That's why I was like, I'm not even fully left. Like, that's the thing about it.
You're from Indianapolis.
I'm from Indiana. I'm from like that's what I'm saying. I'm not even
all
fully,
all the rednecks affected you.
I'm not fully any way. That's what I'm saying. I'm really independent, honestly. If I'm being real,
the meth fucked with you early on.
The who?
It's like Kansas, huh?
The meth,
yeah.
The meth fucked with me. How didn't fuck with me? I didn't take no meth
because the meth from the conservatives, homie. It was in the air, homie, in Indiana, homie. That shit's in the air out there.
Also, me just walking around, just living life, just naturally just inhaled it.
Well, the meth is in the air out there. Like it's the number 1 meth lab in America. Like it's not a debate. And Kansas is 2. So I'm just telling you. Now,
all I'm saying is, homie, I got a few show ideas that I put on that thing. Some stuff will cost more, obviously. Some stuff wouldn't. There's some stuff that's just for digital. There's some stuff that's more like maybe we could sell it. But there's some things here, homie, with your personality and what people know you for and why people love you. Like, I'm trying to look at this real quick. I ain't gonna say it out loud. I'm just looking at the thing. Let me see.
What do you think about Rio's take here?
Let me see what Rio say. Rio said most black people have more conservative views. We have been brainwashed to vote a certain way.
Damn, Rio. See, I agree with that because I grew up with all brothers, and all the OG brothers that I'm with are now going against the grain on what they were told by auntie, grandma, and grandpa to be Democrat because that's what we are. But when really we were, again, to my point, Smitty, growing up as a Democrat myself, my father and blue collar workers were what? Conservative as Democrats. Democrats were conservative. I don't understand why we have lost that part of it. And by the way, Republicans were conservative. So now you had two conservative things with different elements of it. Yeah. And that's what competed for the presidency every year.
Growing up, like just in the most simplest terms, we were taught that the Democrats were for like the everyday people, the grind of the construction workers, the people who are poor, and they do stuff for us. And we were taught that the Republicans cared about the rich. So that was always
the parties have switched. No, yeah, exactly right.
Growing up, that's what it was.
But now, Smitty, you haven't seen though that the Democrats now have the money. You haven't seen the corporate America have become left-wing Democrats that push LGBTQ, and Bud Light almost folded because of regular America, to your point, conservative thinkers said, hell no, you're not force-feeding Bud Light LGBTQ shit down my throat. Why did they almost fold? Why have they now deleted all that shit? Why did Target almost fold when they were pushing the transgender T-shirt thing a couple years ago, and they had to get rid of that shit? Like, that is why. And it makes perfect sense to what you just said. I'm telling you, that's what the problem is. We won't go against it back now and flip and say, wait up. Now you're seeing Democrats leave that party and go to be Republicans because we don't have a center ground anymore. Man, this is my last point on the politics. Regardless of who became president back in the day, if that point is right that I'm making, if we both were conservative thinkers, both parties, but then we differed on certain things, and then the presidency came down to American votes, boom, American votes came down to a vote, boom, Republican became president or a Democrat. That's why the American people never hated the sitting president like we have now. We didn't care. We loved Obama, actually, homie. I know a lot of cats that loved Obama being the president.
Obama a bad motherfucker, boy. I sent you that clip.
But I'm saying
we can disagree with what he did. I'm just saying this from like a lead. I look at stuff differently. Like, do I look at you as a leader of a country, leader of men, leader of, and listen.
I think his well-spokenness fooled a lot of us too.
I mean,
but having said that,
still that's part of it though. For real, I'm gonna be real with you.
Okay,
as a coach, that's part of it. If you can't talk, that's a bad issue. That's part of it.
Motivator.
Yeah, so, that's a huge part of it. Yeah.
But I don't remember us being this divided when he got the presidency.
We were not this divided.
And I know a shitload of Republicans that actually were okay. I'm still backing Obama if we go to war.
Right, for sure.
But now, homie, when it's the other side and Trump's done the same thing Obama did on paper, we're literally hating the guy because we brought race into it. We brought division into it. We brought all this shit. There's no difference, Smitty. I'm just telling you, homie. It's the man who's sitting there.
Trump's approach is like we've never seen before.
You know why? Because he's outspoken and he's a shit talker. And what do you know about those guys? What do you know about those people? What do you know about those people? The JBs of the world. What do you know about us? What do you know about us, though? Be real. We're genuine.
Well, I don't want to make this a broad thing. I know what you are. I don't know what Trump is. I'm not gonna put that on him.
But
I know what Jason Brown is. I can't speak on Trump.
Be honest. Though.
I don't want to do that for real.
When you tell the truth and you're honest and you talk shit and you're flamboyant, egotistical, whatever you want to call it, you're hated, homie. You're just it is what it is.
But I don't think you should compare him to. I wouldn't compare you to him either. I guess what I'm saying is every brother I know like, it's been disrespect. It's a lot. Again, I'm not trying to dive into all the stuff, but I'm saying like it's a reason why shit is so divided right now. And I'm saying you got to put some of the blame.
You can't blame 4 years on Trump, homie.
No, I'm not. I'm saying you got to put some of the blame. Some of it could be a small portion. However you want. Some of the blame does have to go into his approach.
Because but why is it always, again, why are we only talking about him, though?
Was divisive. Also, I'm not done yet. some of it has to go on Biden as well. Because Biden said Biden said some shit I'll never forget. He said something like, "You're not black if you vote for Trump." That's some crazy ass shit. So again, I'm not slicing it. I'm real. If you're wrong, you're wrong. So all I'm saying is,
Smitty, but why
last two presidencies have their approaches have been divisive, and they have caused the race issues. They have caused that.
I truly
I'm being
believe
real.
Nah, I don't think so. I think the cause of it is because folks are lazy now and they depend on social media on their cell phones, and they will not. They'll ask Grok a fucking question instead of actually going out and seeing how many black folks actually liked Trump before he was president. You'll find a fucking huge amount that Trump helped out, that supported black folks. You'll find out he helped Jesse Jackson, homie, and all these people actually run for president. But no one brings it up anymore. They only talk about, oh, he's trying to make America great and get rid of deportation, blah, 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 blah. But the same thing happened with Clinton and Obama and Bush. But no one brings that up no more, homie. It's because the sitting president now is that guy I mentioned, that flamboyant asshole.
But we don't the deportation thing. We don't have a problem with going out. We understand, like, nobody's stupid. Like, we understand you can't just let everybody over here. Like, duh, like, because that can lead to risk. Like, that's that's common sense. So yeah, Obama, Bush, every other president, they all played a role in deporting illegal people who were criminals and causing crime. The issue that I have, if Trump was literally like having a real tailored, focused approach of like, okay, let's find the people who have robbed, steal, killed, raped, whatever, and he's literally putting together a team that's organized, that's going to find those specific people, I would be 100% on board with him. My problem from the get-go is that it's not, to me, it don't feel organized. It feels like, if there's any suspicion that he might be illegal, go fucking get him. There's been videos of like American citizens who are Mexicans who are getting like detained, and they're like, "What the fuck? I'm American citizen."
Keep that thought.
That's all I'm saying. That's all. That's my issue.
Keep that thought. Let me put it in football layman's terms for other layman's terms. Let me put it in football takes.
Got you.
You're a leader of 300 million people, which is a population of America, roughly, give or take. Yeah. If I'm the coach and I got 200 bodies in summer camp and I got to eliminate down to my roster, to my team, I don't have time to go through and see individual reps from 200 people, right? So we do what? We do inside run. We do 7-on-7. We get a lot of film on a lot of people so we can evaluate it and start making our cuts, right? If I were to throw shit at the wall and see if it sticks with 30 million illegals being let in under Biden's administration, it would never happen, number one. So you couldn't deport those people if you went through with a fine comb and said, let me find out all the rapists, the killers, the assaulters. It will never happen. So then guess what? After 4 years, you're going to say what all the left-leaning people are going to say. Trump was a disaster. He failed. He couldn't get it done. That's the problem. You don't have that time, Smitty. You know damn well we don't have that time. And no sitting president is ever going to cause us to be in deficit or get us out of debt. It's never going to happen in 4 years or 8 years. So the fact of the matter is he has to go this drastic way to get us back to even keel, which we don't understand because we become numb to illegal people coming over here and trafficking, raping, assaulting our women. And no one said anything. And now to get that back, guess what we got to do? We got to get anyone that doesn't have a valid Social Security card or ID or pay taxes or anything like that. What I don't understand is when you're far left leaning and you don't understand the fact that the American people who are actually here paying taxes are actually paying the illegal immigrants taxes, healthcare, welfare, etc. EBT, all the shit that you're seeing. We pay it, Smitty, you and I. I don't understand why you don't understand that part of it. And then you're allowing them to vote, which is replacing, for the most part, the inner city votes. Let's keep it funky. That's black and brown. Why don't we see that part of it? When it is starting to come true. We just saw a Minnesota high-sitting official Democrat who went against the grain and was assassinated the next night by who? A white Democrat politician. That's crazy. I've never seen that before. I don't believe that. There's way too much to that story. I'll discuss that tonight on my show. But I'm just trying to say.
So you're basically saying this is like an overcorrection is what Trump is doing.
It's not an overcorrection.
Because he don't have the time to specifically pull out the real deal like criminals.
Don't miss my words. I'm not saying
we're gonna go and just
no. I'm saying he's gonna take that, and then what happens is if I were breaking down the film on you, I'm gonna take 50 plays, and I'm gonna break those plays down into whatever top 11 plays, and so then I'm gonna break that down, and then I'm gonna say, all right, you know what, coach, Smitty was actually better than I thought here. That's why I get the D-line coach in there, and then I say, all right, I'm giving him another chance. I'm not cutting him yet. We're going through the people that we're deporting, and I'm sure there's going to be some things, and they're going to say, oh, you know what? He's not illegal. Bring his ass back.
Right. No, like that has happened. So,
and that's why Trump has said what to the farmers? Hey, even though the undocumented farmers, to your point, which he's not getting credit for, he's going back and saying, all right, maybe I'm a little harsh. Let me
why is he doing that? Because they actually help us.
No,
right? The farmers, and it was the farmers. It was another group too. It was like two.
But that's not. Here's the issue.
You see what I'm saying? Like that's
no.
Go ahead.
Okay, but here's the issue that
I feel like we having a conversation now though. Like
but here's the issue. Here's the bigger issue though, and this might just because of my years on Earth.
Yeah, that's fine.
We've allowed foreign entities to come by American soil at an all-time high. China owns 40% of American land in rural areas, Montana, the Dakotas, fucking Idaho. China owns those farmlands, not America. Do you imagine us going to China and buying up 40% of their land? And then we expect us to go in there and see 30 million illegals and deport them back to America? Just be funky, homie. Fuck no. It ain't happening, Smitty. We've allowed this to spiral out of control. So what do you expect him to do? Status quo? And let us get more out of control? Because he only has 4 years. And I don't understand. And I'm not even talking about this president. When did it become the norm for any American president to allow us to get this out of control? Because this guy's only been president for 4 years prior to this one. And we're blaming him for 12 out of 16 years of this. That's the problem I have. I don't believe anyone really breaks it down that way. China owns fucking all kind of shit on this soil, Smitty. And we're not bringing that up at all. And we're going to go back to the default that Mexicans are helping us on farmlands. How about get rid of China and we'd have more American workers, homie? But guess what? We're not bringing that up.
I think a lot of this stuff, though, too, if I'm being real, is like out of our pay, meaning that like some stuff to us might just sound as simple as that. Just remove it and we should be good. But there's always a cause and effect to every single thing that happens. And as a president, as someone who's a leader of a country, leader of a state, a governor, whoever, you have to think about all things. And again, there might be some things that's out of my capacity that I just don't understand, and there's no reason for me to know that. I think the same thing with you. I don't think things are ever as simple as just do this and we be good. Because it's a country. To your point, that's what I'm saying. Like, so
here's the issue too, though. I don't understand why. See, when America was, and I didn't even know it was 9 o'clock. So appreciate us doing this. I don't know if people realize, like, when America was created and the fabric of America, it was America, Detroit, Michigan, for instance.
Wrong man, right here. Yeah,
Detroit, Michigan. The fabric of the blue collar automobile industry. We took it out. A lot of that. We went to China overseas. We went to Mexico. Lumber. The reason construction's gone up so much because lumber is so expensive, especially during COVID. We couldn't get it over here because we were getting it from Canada, China, Russia. So guess what? We used to do it in-house because we have everything they have, plus all the oil. We have it all here. That's why we're the most economical, successful country in the world that ever existed. We have it all here. We started to let it out, and then we let immigrants in, which we're known to do. But a lot of the immigrants came in legally, though. When you become illegal at a certain point, what country's not going to say enough is enough? We are being outweighed by illegal immigrants who don't pay taxes, who don't vote, or illegally can vote. But yet what? Guess what? We're now having what in the last few years? debates about fraudulent voting, fraudulent this, fraudulent that. Well, guess what? When you get skewed by numbers, we don't know who's who. We don't know who's voting for who. We don't know who's on our land. We don't know who's helping. It's a huge macro thing, to your point, that it may be out of our brass tacks to talk about. I get that. But at the same time, I do know what Americans' fabric was, and it was with legal immigration. That's what we became America. Why does all the Middle East cats want to come here and go to college? Why did all the Latinos want to come over here and go to school and go
better life, opportunity,
better life. We're not trying to go to Mexico for a better life.
No, we're not. We're the best.
We're not trying to go to China. No offense, and I love Mexico. We're not trying to go to China for a better life. We're not trying to go to fucking Palestine. I just don't understand the fact that we're forgetting all that part of it. That's all I'm saying. Like, and I think now you have to be so over the top that you think Trump is by getting rid of a mass amount to get back to neutral. And that's what I think we're getting unfair takes on both sides.
Yeah, I just think in summation, I just think there's a ton of like Latinos, Latinas who are here not causing any issues, who are actually adding to it. No, I'm saying, but I think a lot of them are unfortunately getting affected by this. And that's the part that hurts me.
I said it last week though, and I agree with Cisco.
I think Cisco preaching. I think what he's saying.
Yeah,
you know?
And Cisco and I have had a lot of people.
Yeah,
Cisco, I agree with Cisco too that when he says the good folks are the ones being affected, I do. I agree with that.
Yeah, like I've seen most videos of like actual Latinos who have their passport, like they're Americans, and but for whatever reason, ICE looks at them and they're just stereotyping them and they're fucking taking them. It's like, damn, like why the hell?
But this is 100% right here.
Because now, but to me though, that's where race comes. That's where race comes into play though. Why the fuck did you just snatch me up? If I'm an American citizen, what made you come and snatch me up? You just looked at me and I looked like that.
This is the point I made last week. The Mexican people who came here legally hate the illegals more than the white boy redneck.
I would love to talk to Cisco. It might be an offline conversation because we don't have enough time. But I would love to talk to you, Cisco, though, to get an understanding, though, from your perspective, because you are, so I'm gonna listen to what you're saying.
But he did it the way that we said to do it in the beginning. I know. You want to come here and live a better life, do it right.
I just also, but JB, like, all right, that's the last thing. Do you believe that there also are a lot of like Latinos who have tried to do it right for years? Sometimes this process ain't as simple as like, okay, sign up today and get. Sometimes it'd be like years of them trying to get it, and for whatever reason,
have you tried to get a visa? Right. Have you tried to get a visa?
I have not tried to get one. No.
Ask somebody that's trying to get a visa that's an American going out. Have you ever watched 90 Day Fiance?
Nope.
All right, so you know that show though?
Yeah.
Ask them how many years it takes, homie. It ain't easy for anyone.
I know.
American to go over there.
My heart just I got my heart just too big. I guess.
Listen, I appreciate the heart part.
Like I understand what you're saying. I do, but I'm just saying
the fact of it is though, like
it always goes back to like how I grew up. So I just understand it. I just understand it. Like if I'm a father of a family and I'm trying for 5 years to get over here, 6 years, and we over here fucking struggling. Not only are we struggling. Sometimes it's dangerous out there in Mexico. Let's be real.
I don't.
And I'm like, fuck, I got to protect my family now. I don't have time to tell you. I might die.
I don't get the fact, though,
that all I'm saying.
Yeah, but then you forget, you dismiss the fact of 300 million Americans that have something to risk. That's what you're forgetting, though, because you let one bad apple in and it ruins a whole batch.
But we're assuming it's bad.
So you're allowing you, but here's my point, though.
You see what I'm saying?
But we can't do that and go there, though.
I hear
you're
that,
okay with him coming here though, and then what if the bad apples start to rape and murder our people? That's when it becomes a problem.
We don't even want to go over there, so that's why that argument is like it don't do nothing to me because like I hear what you're saying, but like we don't like.
That's my point. That's the biggest point.
No, we're in the best country, so like that argument don't even matter.
That's my biggest point. But you're okay with letting everybody over here. And by the way, this isn't just. And by the way.
We was rolling and then you threw that in there.
No. LA has become the melting pot of this discussion because we're the most diverse state in America.
Everybody out here, yeah.
So guess what it goes to? It goes to Mexican, Latino, Latin. That's not it though. We allowed so many Chinese illegal migrants in, Hamas's, Middle East. We got to get rid of them too, but no one wants to bring that up. This is what the whole thing was, to get rid of illegal aliens, not just Mexican, homie.
Last question for you. So you always bring up how they're raping and killing, doing all that. If we have the information that they're doing that, why is it so hard to go get them specifically?
We have. We're going after them. We're getting them.
But earlier you were saying like timing wise, he don't have time to find comb and go through. But I'm saying if we got the facts that that's what they're doing, that means we have the fact that these are the people who doing it. Get their ass. All I'm saying is little Jesus, who been in Inglewood since fucking 1995. He got here illegally, whatever. But he's a good dude. He's working the fucking dealership. He making good money.
How do you kill?
What's the win in sending Jesus back to Mexico right now? What's the win in that?
Let me ask something. How do you kill one cockroach?
Step on it.
How do you kill a lot of cockroaches?
Spray it.
Turn on the lights.
That was not what you thought it was. I mean, that was not.
No, you're just too micro to understand it. Yeah,
I gotta hop off, y'all. It's 9:15. I got a meeting in 45 minutes.
You turn on the lights, homie, and they all come out, and then you find the bad ones, homie. What do you mean? That's how you do it. You turn on the lights, homie. That you have to get them all out. You're not gonna find the one guy hiding that raped and pillaged and fucking murdered your kid, homie, unless you start to deport who? All illegals. That's how you find them. Why do you think we found so many that have already been caught with the trafficking and shit? That's how we found them, homie. You can't just go look for one guy. You know how many guys?
So we do the same thing with black folks and white folks too. Then, if that's the case,
we're American.
I know. But stay with me though, real quick. There are a ton of white people and black people who do the same thing you're listening. Unfortunately, they rape, steal, kill, and destroy, and they fuck up this country. So should we do the same thing? So we should say fuck it and do the same method for everybody?
We do. And guess what? I haven't heard you say. Why aren't you mad about them getting arrested and getting pulled away from their kids?
Because you know why? You know why? Because they're arresting the people who are actually doing the crime. They're not going out to all. They're not going to all the. Oh, he black, go get him. He black, he go get him. He black. No, they're going. They're going to the one person who's doing the crime.
When prisons are overcrowded,
I'm done talking.
When prisons are overcrowded, do I hear from you then?
Yeah.
Hey, Smitty, you know what's one thing I haven't heard of?
You've met me, homie. You don't know me, homie.
I haven't heard the Democratic Party mention anything about Ukraine since Trump took office. Now, how fucking ironic is that?
Because you're not listening to it.
But anyway,
all right, y'all, we had a great show.
We had a great show. I am doing the political playbook tonight. It's going to be fire, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, the political playbook right here on this channel, right here. So don't go anywhere. Come back tonight, 6 p.m. Pacific, and we will see you later. Unpaved next with Shaun Salisbury on Rumble. Come on over there. Pound that like, subscribe, man. Appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow for Talk That Talk Tuesday. Hopefully Bailey's healthy. And if not, Paris is going to run the show. Appreciate you guys. And
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Paris. And we will see you on the other side. Peace.
This the real JB. You better find the skin real quick.